Gather round, we got no gods to please. Saturday night, no sermons, just ease. Discussions flow like midnight breeze. No prophets here, just minds to tease. We talk big bangs and evolution. Question faith with our solution. Stars align in our confusion. Breaking free from old illusion. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Fun and laugh at myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers. Open hearts and swift deceivers. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise your glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn, feel golden chill. Saturday night, we've got the skill. Echoes of a godless choir. Like the world, let's spark the fire. Free our mindset to inspire. No holy walls to take us higher. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Fun and laugh at myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Night at the Atheists. With us, atheists. Hey, Brainless. Hello, Simos.
Hello.
Hello, Phantom and the Trusty Ape. And let's see. And everybody else dropping in. Hello. We have I thought we'd start with some little news in the community this evening. Those of us who used to talk with Rebecca over at Bread of Life is at it again. And I have to say, this, let me look at his name, Howard F. That's his screen name on there. So Howard was on there talking with Rebecca, and he brought up Donnie Deals. And he just flat out called him, dishonest, and everybody that he has on his channel.
Whoa, not Donnie, surely.
Oh yeah. Let me share the screen.
I guess
real quick.
that it's a person that's always very honest.
Is it Harold F, did you say?
Howard.
Howard F. Beg your
Here
pardon.
it is. Here's a screenshot of it.
He's not related to Axel then. Okay.
Now he's a geologist. Okay, the gentleman on the bottom, Howard here, he's a geologist. And Jackson Rowe up here, I guess he's into bugs or something.
Okay.
So his best evidence was Jackson said that if you could find a shark's tooth or teeth of any sort, like Cambrian or pre-Cambrian before there were any teeth, that would disturb evolution and the fossil record and everything. And
the famous one is rabbits in the Precambrian.
Yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah, right. Yeah, but he said all you would really need is the teeth. You wouldn't even need the whole rabbit if you just could have the teeth. you're good to go. Yep. And Howard down here being a geologist, he was more into talking about some about the depositions in valleys and stuff like that, and it wouldn't match up with a flood, stuff like that. His expertise, yeah. But I got to give it to him, flat out calling Donnie deals.
See now. Yes.
It was amusing, yes. And for those of you that know, Rebecca had the call out before, and she was inviting, and a lot of us, including me, I think Simos, you were over there too, weren't you?
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
A lot of us,
I accidentally said that the reason there's so many creationists in America is because of poor education.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't go down well. Her and Sal decided to object to that comment.
And again, she didn't like me being honest with some of my answers either. But
there you go.
I try to be nice, right? But again, if you ask me a question, and I say with the creationists especially, if you want to talk more of a, this super being God that's out there or something, it's like, oh, sure, whatever, I'll grant it to you. You know what I mean? But doing the things in the mythology things in these stories, then it becomes different. And of course, Ms. Rebecca here is a young Earth creationist, and pretty much her response to things was that she was going to go out in her backyard and pray to God that she finds a tooth in the Cambrian or pre-Cambrian layer.
Good on her.
So she can disprove evolution. So there you go. So
Rebecca. Yeah, and to be fair, if that she did find such a thing, she would disprove evolution. So
yes.
Yeah, there we go.
But the call is back out. I actually left a comment in the live chat, and she put the comment up on the screen. So maybe we can reach out again. We kind of had a falling out. But she came on, I think it was when she was on with B.S. Lewis, and she said hi to me. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Dave. She's a Christian. She will forgive you.
Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, I try not to, get into it with folks. And, I liked Rebecca. And
me too.
Having a falling out is always, difficult. Even if you disagree, it got a little ugly because, again, I say what I think, and especially with the miracle healing things she was doing with Sal Cordova, I found them really disturbing. That stuff is over the top for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to call it out and say no.
Exactly. If you're there, you got to call it out. Otherwise, you wouldn't be you.
That's it.
So there you go.
And
that's what I figured.
You know what I was thinking? Maybe, like, if you want her forgiveness or her reaching out, maybe you could manifest it.
We're going to work on that tonight. And I see Ed is here. Ed, I know Ed's excited to see Wayne. He loves the toast. And honest answers can be seen as being mean, Ed. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. Yeah, I do try to be nice. I do. I extend the olive branch, and I've done it many times. But it doesn't work any better than just going in hardball as far as my experience goes. I get the same reaction.
Well, I mean, again, there's always the captive desk attitude, isn't it? We're criticizing the ideas, not the people.
Right.
So if you go in hard, you're still just criticizing ideas. You're still not criticizing people. I've never said a bad word about Rebecca.
Again, it was, there is a line. I find faith healers, even with young earth creationists and everything, because a lot of us know a lot of people used to believe in it. And because of where they lived and how they were raised, homeschooled, whatever the thing was, And then they found out later, oh, hey, there's these science books, and they found out, well, and it didn't necessarily mean that they became non-believers either, but that, a lot of them, Dr. Joel, for instance, is a believer, but he points out pseudoscience nonsense from the creationists, right? And they think it, in a way it's more harmful, being dishonest, whereas I think, and a lot of us have said, and I've heard it, is Ken Ham and those folks, they think it's okay to lie if you can get people in the pews, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or lie about people in order to discredit people so that people won't pay attention to them or think that everything they're saying is just made up. Projection is just quite honestly too much.
And that shows what kind of good people a lot of Christians are. Like, being a Christian makes you a good person, so then you can lie because, like, you're already a good person, so lying won't make you bad or something. I don't know. Must be some part of their logic.
Yeah, and to be fair, again, we're not calling people that believe these things liars, okay? We call out people we know almost for certain should know better, especially people with degrees that took the classes, and then they're saying dishonest things, okay? Not the people that, again, people can be fooled. I understand it. I used to be hardball and say, what are you, stupid? You know what I mean? But then I realized more talking with a lot of folks and hearing all these different things that, I came to understand, okay, you were indoctrinated for whatever reason, right? Science is bad. It's the demons. It's, all that kind of stuff. And again, I got a better understanding. So, yeah. And of course, snake oil salesmen have always been around, so to speak, right?
Yeah, and then we know plenty of people. I mean, I speak for everybody here, but we know plenty of people that have been Christians and are very decent people, and now they've come to the other side. They don't call us those names anymore. Not that they did in the first place, but potentially, they may have called us names if they'd been on the other side. I do know one I'm thinking of in particular, and he doesn't call me names anymore. He may still think that I'm a bit stupid, but that's because he's very bright. So everybody's stupid to him. But anyway,
we've got a bunch of people stopping in. Again, hello, Ed. Good to see you. Katie's here. Commander's here. Ryan's here. Chris is here. Good to see everybody. Phantom, if I didn't catch you.
So many people.
I think that's everybody. So many people. So many great people. I mean, we bring in the great crowd. Always on Saturday night at the Atheists. And so we're gonna revisit Wayne tonight. Wayne is a favorite here at Saturday Night at the Atheist.
Is he ever? We call him Two Slice Wayne now.
Wayne has interesting ideas about block universe and timelines and his own understanding of Einstein and everything. It's very interesting how he ties everything all together. And he's some type of a theist as well. So he does say that, all this somehow also points to God. So he's very interesting. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And by, by block theory, he's not talking about how many people he's blocked on YouTube.
Well, if you've seen it before, Wayne believes that there's no memory in your brain. Everything is just simultaneously happening in all possible timelines. So basically, you right now are having your first kiss. You right now are being born. You right now are, wherever in the timelines, all simultaneously. So you don't actually have any memories in your brain.
But why is it so hard to remember stuff?
Because you're not trying hard enough, I guess.
Well, you don't remember anything, of course.
Wayne took a little dig at me and anybody else my age, because he said, if you're already in your 50s and you haven't figured out the manifesting thing, that maybe you're a little slow. So, and I wanted to check too. How's my microphone level? Some got reset. And my thing was all turned down and everything. Oh. My sound all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. StreamYard likes to mess with your settings these days.
Yeah, I popped in my because I always check now beforehand, because sometimes it doesn't hit my default microphone, right? So I check now, and I noticed, my volume was cranked all the way down, and I was like, how'd that happen? So anyway, okay, good to know. And so we were kind of worried that that Wayne had just put out his thoughts, and he was kind of done, and there wasn't any content for it was like 6 months or something. So it had been mentioned, and so I went looking. I said, well, maybe I'll find some in the videos, because I know he had some other videos out, right? And lo and behold, he had new content. Fantastic. So I was like, all right on time, Wayne. And I also found out where Wayne has been.
Ooh,
so before we get into the video here, I'm gonna skip ahead, and so we can find out where Wayne has been.
All right.
Yeah, I think this is you just gotta look for the change in outfits.
Okay. I'm guessing, my guess here, and it's a pure guess, he's been to the Middle East, in the Lebanon. I don't know. He's been to the bread capital of the world, wherever it is. There we go.
Look at that. I hit it right on. Okay. Here we go.
Let's go.
Now, this isn't the featured video. We're skipping ahead just so I can let you know, and everybody here, where Wayne has been, and then we'll go back to the beginning. All right. So yeah, this is just a little.
Sorry, before you go,
info.
Before you go, can you just put up Logan Fisher's last comment?
Logan, hey, hello, Logan.
Hey, Logan. Like Wayne on your wedding day.
Wayne on your wedding day.
I think that's very funny.
I thought Nerdies was also not where's Waldo, but where's Wayne?
Wayne on your wedding day. Yeah, where's Wayne? Okay, sound is good. Okay, everything's good to go. Hey, and good to see you, Nerdy. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
So here we go with this. We're going to find out where Wayne has been.
Hello, I'm Wayne Hellborn, and I haven't made a video in a while, but since I've been off since last year, I've written a book.
There you go. Mystery solved. Well, what's Wayne been up to, right? Well, Wayne has been writing a book, and it's available on Amazon. I looked it up. I think you can get like a free version on Kindle, and the book's like $10, I think, or something. So yeah, you can go there and get his book.
$10 for a bit of nonsense. $10 for a bit of nonsense.
So,
Albert Einstein Book of the Dead, Block Universe vs. Redundant Brain Memory, and this isn't my deepest book. This book is more like a thesis aimed at academics. I'm gonna.
It's not your deepest book. It's just aimed at academics. Got it.
Wayne. By the way, Wayne has a video on his thesis. I don't think I have it loaded up tonight, but I think I downloaded it. So there is a video on his.
We're gonna have to do a deep dive on that.
On his thesis, yes, we will. So, Wayne,
but I think we're gonna have to get some academics in to help us because.
Oh, gotta love Wayne. Yeah, so he's got a book that's aimed at somebody. If you want to go and read it, I'm sure it'd be entertaining if you got the $10. Again, I think it's like a freebie on Kindle or something like that. So, you may be able to check it out for free or whatever. And hey, Demon Orb, how you doing?
Dorby.
Fan through. I don't have any pages picked here, but just fan through, and I'll read like 3 paragraphs at random just to say. Okay, so the only remaining counter-argument is the human desire to define consciousness selfishly, to assume experience must resemble our experience, to be valid, but this is not science, it's anthropocentric arrogance. If memory is a universal process of attunement rather than a biological recording system, then every object, every entity must experience in some way its own history.
All right, I don't want to give away too much of Wayne's book. But,
if you experience it all at once, then why can brain damage your memory?
Yeah, that's always the big one right there. You can prove that memories can be changed, and of course, he might also respond that you are part of a reality, because he's also, remember he said before, if grandma worries about you too much, you'll get in a car accident.
What the mother? Sorry.
Yeah. So
my apologies.
There's something where everybody else is involved in what they're manifesting as well. And it's like, if more people are manifesting something than the other ones, then that one kind of takes over the reality somehow. Because it's all in what you're thinking. Remember Brainless? He told you, think of the radio station or the song to see if it comes on the radio station, right? And you said it didn't work, right?
No,
so
it was a song that was on the playlist that I was listening at. So
yeah, so he would probably respond that
probably make the chance higher.
Yeah, you were thinking of a song that nobody else wanted to hear, so you didn't get to hear your song. Because everybody else was thinking about a different song, and the manifestation was more powerful with the majority, I guess. So, anyway, that's where Wayne has been. So hopefully Wayne will be putting out some more content. And yeah, we love Wayne here. We really do. Going in, we were kind of like this, this guy. We were kind of concerned a little bit, but then I was like, Wayne's all right. Wayne's got his own thing going, and we have a good time looking at his videos. And to never fail, let me put us back to the beginning here. For those of you that don't know, you can manifest with your toaster and everything. And Wayne's got a great intro for the folks that want to manifest not only with their toasters, but with God as well. As soon as I fix the screen here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, great opening for the video. Everybody ready? Okay, here we go.
Hello, I'm Wayne Hellborn, and this is why there's more evidence to support the realness of God than there is to support the realness of your toaster.
Whoa.
Oh, dude. Wayne's World, Wayne's World.
And to celebrate the return of Wayne, here we go.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
Certainly do.
But like what he just said, if I had a brain, it probably would have broken. What?
Well, maybe he does. We will have to see. Hey, Jedi, how you doing? Can I manifest a toasty Jesus? Oh, absolutely. And don't forget, we have Answers in Atheism on toast as emoji down there. So want to join the channel, join the fun, have all those great emojis, hit that join button down below and become a member. And Brainless dropping the emojis. There we go. Answers in Atheism Toast. You won't find that anywhere else, folks. You won't. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff that helps the channels. And see the description for Brainless, who's over at on Slim Cyborg often. Simos's channel, Answers in Atheism. Everybody's links are in the description, all the way down, including the new Ark Encounter ad that came out. And we'll have to pop that up here in a little bit. Yeah, always check out the description of great stuff down there, including HiveSci with her merch, and Joe, the Kentucky Atheist, with his affiliate, and all their links, always in the description below. So check them out. All right, Wayne, are everybody ready for it? Here we go. More
if
evidence.
I had a toaster.
He's promising more evidence for God than for the toaster in my kitchen. So here we go.
The science of God. Time does not flow in a block universe, and you need to understand this in entanglement and Schrodinger's cat and Wigner's friend, or you might not understand this video. So just a heads up.
Wigner's friend?
Wigner's friend, yeah. I mean, the guy he knows, you know. He knows the guy.
Schrodinger's cat and Wigner's friend.
Oh, wait till hopefully we get to the Schrodinger's cat part. Oh, you're going to love that.
Oh, yeah. I've already loved it. I'm surprised he's using a cat. I would have used a toaster, of course. Schrodinger's toaster.
He covers that. It's one of my favorite parts.
It's both leaven and burnt at the same time.
Indeed.
This is the science, and you need to understand science to get this video.
Science. Okay.
Okay. And you know what you need to understand, Wayne, is sizing your little things that you put on the screen.
Yeah. And you know,
the science of God. Time does not.
It's just as much evidence for God as for the toaster in my kitchen.
You don't have one?
Non-existent. Oh, hey, Jin.
Flow in a block universe, regardless of how we
subjectively
experience it. It is crucial to comprehend that both past and future events coexist eternally without necessitating a DeLorean or Marty McFly.
You don't need a DeLorean or Marty McFly. All right.
Oh, I've been saving up for one of those all my life.
If you don't get the reference, in the movies, the DeLorean was a time machine. So he said there's no need for a time machine because, again, you can just manifest in these different timelines all at the same time, and you can go back to, high school dance or whatever.
That's a cool AI-generated image that he's showing, though.
Yeah, Yeah, Wayne's expanding his graphics on his videos or something. Hey, good for you. That's cool and all, but I mean, I don't get the partial screen thing. I mean, go full screen or make it a little smaller. One or the other.
Dave, by expanding, you mean taking up more of his screen, but just leaving a little bit so we could see his ear. Yeah.
He doesn't want to be completely left out, I guess. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. Yeah, Logan, 1.21 gigawatts.
If instantaneous truly means faster than light, and if you are instantaneously entangled with every license plate number you've ever seen, then we arrive at the logical, empirically grounded, and far more viable alternative to the notion of memory being stored in the biological brain. Let us be precise. Brain-based memory has never been empirically proven. Therefore, it does not qualify as science.
All right. Brainless, you already mentioned this. Can you empirically prove memory in the brain?
You can. I think there's a stronger case for it than against it, as brain damage can alter or even erase your memories. So, yeah. And also, like, if everything happened at once, wouldn't your memories always be just as vivid as what you are thinking you are experiencing at this moment?
Well, yes, absolutely. I think there would be several contradictions. I could imagine jumping up in the air and, well, say skydiving and swimming at the same time. How would that work out?
And Robin Webster's here. Hello, Robin. Good to see you.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah, it seems to me that Freud might have something a little to say about this guy's father.
Yeah, Marty. Yeah, Ryan said Marty had nothing to do with making the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you need Marty for the manifestation or something. So, yeah, don't try to, unless you're making notes and trying to connect all the dots here. You gotta stay loose. Gotta stay loose a little bit when you're watching Wayne.
This is the genius of Wayne, I feel, because normally you put up like when Mike's here anyway, he keeps track of everything, doesn't he? And he draws all these little pieces of string to connect all of these logical things together. But this is the genius of this guy. He doesn't have any of that, because he just literally has everything in one spot. So you don't need any string. You just keep stabbing your finger with the same pin over and over again until you finally give up and go, oh, it's all a bloody mess anyway. Who cares?
Speedy's here. Speedy says, coolness. Hey, Dave and the gang. Peace. Hello. And we've got Robin gifting a captive desk membership. And I know why Robin's doing that. Because Robin wants to find out that.
Hello, Robin.
Let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among the shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Robin, you rock. And let's see. Hey, it's all right. Everything's coming up tonight. Good deal. We've got Nymphaeum. Received a gift membership by Robin Webster. Thank you, Robin. You rock. And you get a bonus.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
Where did you get that toast video?
I made it up.
Okay, cool. The audio does go up at the end.
I did it on purpose. I jacked it up at the end. It didn't. It's hard to blend it good, but I just threw it together.
That's fun.
Just for fun.
It's a cute toaster.
Yeah, what it did actually in AI, it did it backwards. So the video you're watching, I put into my DaVinci and I played it in reverse because the toast starts in there and then the toast goes in. And I'm like, so I just played it in reverse and then now the toast comes out.
Oh, although technically it goes in and comes out at the same time. So
yeah,
just to say,
you got to work with AI a little bit. So sometimes you got to tweak things yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
That's because we're all. Well,
it did pretty good.
That's because I'm a fool in the Wayne.
Yeah, I said toast in a toaster, and it's smiling and happy and kind of doing a little jig or something. Whatever I said, Yeah. So there you go. You did a little bebop and a little smile and a toast, and so I was happy. I mean, sometimes you ask AI do stuff, and it doesn't have a clue at all what you're asking it. What do we got? We've got Logan Fisher becoming a member. Logan Fisher, you know what that means?
Ooh, they're awesome.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among the shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Wigner. I still can't get over the fact he said Wigner. That's hilarious.
And thank you, Logan. You rock. Welcome, and feel free to drop those emojis. We always like the emojis here.
I think I might start calling him Vane. I think I might start calling him Vane.
Vane?
Yeah, that's with a V, because W
little
is
accent,
pronounced V.
a little accent on there.
Yeah. Then.
Yeah.
As popular interpreted in this context, does not provide evidence. It provides description, not mechanism. Biology is not science.
Okay.
Wait, what?
What? What? Brainless, thank you.
Science.
Well, the thing I'm still hung up on the description thing. Mechanism is not description. Yeah, and literally a description. That's what a mechanism is. It's a description. I mean, at least that's what we say. When we talk about a description, and when we talk about a mechanism, we're just basically explaining or giving a description of how something works.
Yeah, and like
weird.
You said, like,
I have no idea what he means.
Got hung up on one part. I had something that triggered me, but like he's just saying so much stupid shit.
I think
it's hard to figure out what stuff you want to comment on. Because you can't tell quick enough for him not to say another stupid thing.
One more time, we got Logan Fisher gifting a captive desk membership.
Ooh.
And you know what that means.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
And I'm never going to get tired of playing that. So feel free to make me play it as many times as you like. Logan, you rock. Thank you very much.
What you are doing is actually...
Oh, wait a minute. Let me... Almost forgot. Mr. Parker received the gift membership from Logan Fisher. So enjoy.
Yeah, does Mr. Parker rock? Dave?
Mr. Parker, you rock as well.
Okay. Not quite as soon, though.
We get Mr. Parker. Hold
We
on.
love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
That's not exactly what I was going for there, Dave.
It just takes a second. I got to switch things around,
Okay.
I don't have a producer here, folks. I do it all myself. So there may be a slight delay clicking around.
You'd never guess, Dave.
And I don't think I'm going to get tired of playing that video clip either. So
Let's just hope it's this week.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, and if anybody really loves those little video clips, you want me to play Toast? Drop a super chat, and I'll play Toast over and over for as many super chats as you want. Okay, I like playing them. So yeah, feel free if you want a request for one of my video clips there. Drop a super chat, and I'll play it. Okay, we'll have fun with it.
Assessing actual past events in your life and then making the unfounded assumption that this is equivalent to neural storage. So if you assume...
Neural storage.
Yeah. It's just an antenna. Remember, he's just an antenna.
I know somebody who needs to rent some more space.
Yeah.
That memory is encoded in the brain when the antenna model would suffice, then you are operating on presumption, not scientific vigor. The only physics-based model indicative of memory storage is the block universe, which is not a theory, but a necessary implication of special relativity. It exists.
Okay, not a theory then. It's
but
he's got a thesis on it. Yeah, and we've got Brainless too. Brainless, Do you rock or do you want toast?
Rock.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Nice.
And of course, we appreciate Brainless very much for joining us. Brainless is also a member. Brainless supports the channel. Brainless gives shout outs for the channel over at Slim Cyborg and other places. And I always appreciate it very much. And same goes for, other folks that have channels. It means a lot when, you just give folks a shout out and those people come and stop by, right? So appreciate it very much.
Spread the love.
And we've got
not that love that is not the hate that is Christian love.
No, but spread the love and the butter.
And the butter. And poor Claire, indeed, poor Claire. I have the toast song stuck in my head now.
Oh, that's why we call it Poor Claire, actually.
It's perfect.
Well named. Yeah, well named.
Yeah, and just one more thing about how he does this video. Like, this ratio would be okay if he made his camera smaller and like it at least showed his whole face.
If he slid over a little bit.
Or that if he just took a step back or just changed the dimensions of his camera, like now you just see half his face. Like,
I think we should. I think we
talk so much stupid shit. Why do you gotta do this stupid shit?
And Tilting Windmill says, Brainless Steel, you rock. And Ed says, more neural block storage memory. New way to make money by selling it. Well, you know what? I think he needs to set up this data center for the block memory, and then you could go there and see it on a screen or something. That'd be really cool. Don't give this man any money.
Yeah.
Exists. So if you're intellectually honest, you must recognize there is precisely zero empirical evidence for materialism.
Zero evidence. Zero. Not 99. Zero.
Yeah. Seems like those two statements are contradictory to me, though. I mean, empiricism, right? The thing which says you should only trust what comes into your senses, if it provided it's coherent. And then there's zero evidence. So he's basically saying your senses don't have anything coming into them. So that seems like some sort of contradiction right there. All I can say is I'm with Tina Turner. I can't stand the Wayne.
I haven't got time for the Wayne.
You'll be getting a lot of rain jokes now, by the way, thanks to Logan Fisher.
If
we appreciate you, Logan.
Oh,
if he's got a song stuck in his head, is he singing in the Wayne?
There you go.
Oh,
he's singing in the Wayne.
Jin, thank you. Zero evidence. I guess he's never stubbed a toe. That's Dr. Johnson, I presume, or reference. I like that a lot. Dr. Johnson.
That's how swear words were invented right there.
Dr. Johnson.
None, zilch, zero, nada. There is no direct evidence for brain-stored memory. Therefore, there is no empirical basis for materialism. Because the alternative hypothesis that memory is stored externally offers explanatory power.
Okay. Offers explanatory power. It's another big claim, Wayne. Another big claim.
Yeah, but what proof does he have? Like
he's got a book, Brainless. Come on.
But also like he's saying there's no proof for this. Okay, let's assume that is the fact. But what proof does he have that what he is saying is true?
Well,
you see, that's no proof of that.
He's
like,
not just.
It doesn't.
He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not just got the evidence. He's also got a toaster to back it up. So I don't know what you're looking for exactly, but I believe in toasters. I believe in a thing called toaster.
Hey, and I have been noticing my toaster more lately. And I made toast. I made a sandwich. I think it was last night. I toasted the bread for a sandwich, and I appreciated it very much. It was delicious.
Oh, Dave is noticing and appreciating his toaster.
I am trying.
Oh,
it's right there on the the kitchen stand thing, with all the stuff on it, and there's the toaster right there. And so I walk in, and hey, there's the toaster. And I notice the toaster. Wow. I acknowledge the toaster. I appreciate the toaster. I haven't had a discussion with the toaster yet. If I do, I'll get a hold of Wayne. He might know somebody that I could talk to about that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we all know who you would need to talk to if you had a conversation with your toaster.
Somebody asked,
right?
Who was it? Was it on Slim Stream Brainless? Somebody was asking about a fire in your toaster. Has anybody ever had a fire in your toaster? And
might have been one of those.
You got to empty that.
I missed.
Yeah, you got to empty the tray, right?
Yeah.
It's piling up pretty high. Steve Martin said, "All I need is this toaster, yeah, and this thermos. That's all I need." That's one of my wife's favorite movies is The Jerk. Yeah, great movie. Somebody's shooting at these oil cans. They really don't like these oil cans.
The external memory hypothesis offers predictive coherence and compatibility with established physics. If your memories are not housed within the brain or body, but instead external to it, then it logically follows that you, the experiencer, are internal to a larger field or process. You are, in essence, living within mind. The very first Hermetic principle. The universe is mental. The all is mind. You are internal to a dream-like scenario if mind and memory are external to what we perceive of as matter. If death is merely a transition, a waking up process because mind and memory are non-local.
Big if there.
Big if, yeah. And we have B.S. Lewis here. Good to see you, B.S. B.S. believes in Saturday Night at the Atheist.
Nice. Yeah, me too.
Then this immediately validates the core metaphysical assertions of.
Hey, Jasper, Logan. Oh, yeah. I saw Logan. Right? Yeah. Oh, obviously, I saw Logan. Logan rocks. Yeah, Jasper, Jim. You rock.
Ed, shit. I'm out of this thing already.
Hey, it's great when everybody comes in, but it does move by a little faster, and I've got a small window, so I got to keep a quick eye. So forgive me.
Yeah, I love it if everybody comes in. Never mind.
Heyo, and B.S. Lewis dropping the alien emoji. Logan Fisher dropping an alien emoji. They're going back and forth with him. Brainless is dropping emojis.
Yeah, I missed the alien on that one.
IBS. Okay, back to Wayne on me.
Back to the stupidity.
Many world religions regarding the continuity of consciousness and illusory nature of death.
Sorry, I didn't follow all of that sentence. Fuck it doesn't matter.
You lost the continuity?
It doesn't matter. I'll just catch it next time when I think about the past now.
Well, he's working with graphics. So, Wayne, here's a little tip that I learned. I used to be real nervous when I used to record stuff. Okay, this is not live. He's recording it. Now, here's the thing. When you goof up, just go, blah, 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 blah. leave a little pause there so you know where to cut it and start right back in again. Okay. And you don't have to have that little part in there. Of course, you can make blooper reels for Deconverted Man, because if folks don't know, sometimes when my video ends, if you let it go for a little bit, there may be a blooper stuck in there, but you have to let it go for a little bit. So just so folks know, every once in a while I put bloopers. So if you've watched one of my videos and it ends, always let it go for a few more seconds, because you might see or hear some bloopers on a couple of my videos, because I do it for Deconverted Man. He got me started on it. So it's fun sometimes. And it takes a lot of the pressure off. It's just a tip, if you're going to make a video, don't worry about messing up.
Yeah.
All right.
But I also think a lot of the religious people, like, I kind of have the feeling they think that editing your video is against God or something.
Yeah.
I don't know about God,
Most
but
of this
certainly
shit.
against your toaster.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
it's not a big deal, because it's still fun to listen to.
Block Universe, also referred to as eternalism, supports this view. The young twin in the twin paradox ages more slowly precisely because time is spatialized. All moments, including past ones, persist eternally. Our ability to access these moments via instantaneous quantum entanglement is the mechanism through which consciousness operates. There exists a superior alternative to the brain as a substrate for the mind and memory. And the alternative is what it is. Death becomes...
The alternative is what it is. Okay. Well, we're going to agree there. We're going to agree there.
But also, if that is eternal, like, so we're technically immortal? We all live forever?
There is, yeah. Remember, did we cover his... if not, he's got one about after you pass video, and there's no reason to worry, because you just go right on in with this timeline thing. So there's no real afterlife or anything. It's all like a big continuum somehow, I guess. Yeah, that's one of his videos. If did we look at some of that before? It's hard to remember, because we've covered him a couple times, but if not, we have more to come. We're going to have to revisit Wayne, because he's got new stuff, and he's got some of the stuff we didn't even get to cover yet. So, and Wayne, okay. You're always welcome to stop by. We'd love to talk to you. I think it'd be great.
I also got a lot more to come.
Giggity.
Sorry.
Becomes a waking process, and reincarnation is a descent back into sleep. From lifetime to lifetime, we evolve teleologically in an Aristotelian sense.
But this is not
Big
something
words.
that he wrote himself.
Like, it's not good with names.
Yeah, he does. He can't read what he wrote. Yeah,
there is such a word.
I got the thing, but
it doesn't resemble anything like what he said.
No, but at that point, like, when you read what you wrote, and you know what you wrote back, and especially because the writing down of that and you reading it actually happens at the same time.
I hope he knows when he writes his book that he doesn't have to leave the mistakes in, that he can.
And just nerdy, yes, he is trying to say Aristotelian. He is. That's what he's trying to say. But I prefer his pronunciation, Aristotelian. I think that's.
Hey Dane, how you doing?
And if you listen on Nerdy, you will find many names mispronounced in very entertaining ways. So.
Personally, were once a plant to learn the rhythm and pattern of respiration.
Okay, remember, once we were a plant, because you had to learn respiration.
Yeah. I remember that, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. because all the plants that I have seen, have lungs, you know.
Yeah. And then
You were personally a fish to explore locomotion and
That's
waggle
right.
your butt to move.
all right.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were fish so we could learn to wiggle our butts. Everybody waggle your butt. Do, 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 do. Okay, I'm waggling my butt.
But some ladies have been a fish for much longer than others because
Indeed.
some of them
Some
know how
got
to
the
wiggle that butt. Sorry.
right. Shake it.
Giggity.
Giggity. All right. So we were a plant so we could learn how to breathe. And we were a fish so we could learn how to wiggle our butt.
You were personally a crab learning to grab, so that one day you could have opposable thumbs.
I'd forgotten about the opposable thumbs of crustaceans. Oh,
So you get opposable
brilliant.
thumbs because we were crabs.
Yeah, let's
Got that?
just replay that.
No.
Just, you know,
I
a lot of
think he's-
people out there won't believe me when I say that crabs have opposable thumbs.
You were personally a
Just-
crab learning to grab, so that one day you could have opposable thumbs.
But he's actually slightly better than it was the last video.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
I tell you who
man.
else liked toast. There's an ancient Greek guy that really loved his toast. I think his name is Aristotle.
I think he's just mistaken. I think he remembers when he had crabs. Never mind.
Yeah, opposable thumbs from crabs. So a tilting windmill. We love toast, indeed.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful narrative to suggest evolution is random, but the logic breaks under scrutiny. A cat expects a bowl of milk, and that creates the entire universe. Because you do more than collapse
What?
just that wave function.
Now wait a minute.
A cat wants a bowl of milk, and that creates the whole fucking universe. What the?
Yeah, well, yeah, it creates the bowl of milk.
Holy
It
shit.
creates the cow and everything that has to come with being, having a cow. So you would need a universe and a field and everything for the cow to be in. Yeah.
Thinking about the things that he's saying is actually, it's literally hurting my head. Holy!
I tell you the
mother-
mistake you're making, Brainless. You're listening, aren't you?
We got Phantom saying the universe is a cat wanting a bowl of milk. Absolutely. I mean, we've solved another mystery of the universe here at Saturday Night at the Atheists. The universe
we
is
all
a
know
cat
that.
wanting a bowl of milk.
We do know that cats are like the masters of the universe, like, right?
Oh,
Or just-
sure.
But they're servants.
They think so, at least. That's, and after they've been pampered all day long, they turn around and they barf on your carpet just to thank you for it.
Stupid.
That's what I
fucking
think of you,
cats.
peasant. But I prefer my dogs. We took in a cat. We love the cat. The cat's great and everything, but the barf thing is something to think about if you want a cat. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I get that. And so not
Expectation
every cat
necessitates
Yeah, it's pretty common though.
the chain. The cat now has to have an owner. The cat expects a bowl of milk. The cow, the cat expects the cow. The cat expects the grass. The cat expects the sun to nourish that grass. The cat expects the universe is created because the cat expects a bowl of milk. But how?
I feel some rock and roll coming up.
Brainless, you rock. Brainless is dropping 5 captive desk memberships. And Brainless, I mean, you rock more than you could rock. Rockety rock.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock hard
And you know, you're so awesome, Brainless, and you rock so much.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the skies, to the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
You get a double rock.
Well, thank you, good sir.
Thank you, Brainless, and appreciate it very much. And let's see, we've got we got Nikki from Sasquatch Secrets received a gift membership. Hey, good hit there, Brainless. And Katie got one. Minnow got one. Spooky got one. Another good hit. All right, welcome aboard, folks. And let's see, and Christopher. Tablante, we'll go with one or the other. Christopher, welcome aboard. Drop some emojis. Thank you very much, Brainless. You rock.
Man.
So back to Wayne. So yeah, Wayne says the cat is manifesting the milk and the cow and everything else. So I'm wondering, is the cat manifesting us, or are we manifesting the cat?
A chicken
Maybe,
and an egg.
Well, yeah, you know, when you hear it, I'm sorry, did I click Simos off?
No, that was me. Don't worry.
Okay. Welcome back. I was like, oops, did I hit?
Thank you.
Well, you know how it is. There's so many things. Well, there's so many things, you know, if you click just in the one little wrong box. So we were just asking Simos, is the cat manifesting us, or are we manifesting the cat?
Let us now elucidate that mechanism. It's all expansion of Schrodinger's cat. If you understand.
Here we go. Simos, strapped in?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Here it comes. This when you said it earlier, I said, oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Understand the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment, then you can expand that. If you can expand that forever, then you would understand all of evolution. Like, you could expand. Anyways, I'll keep going. Eugene Wigner.
Now wait a minute.
Wigner.
Wait a minute. You trailed off. Wayne, come back, Wayne.
Extended Schrodinger's thought experiment with the Wigner's friend paradox, which exposes the role of observer expectations in quantum measurement. Schrodinger's cat, often misrepresented, was.
Okay, I guess the Wigner's friend thing is, if you don't see it, it doesn't exist type thing. Is that what it is, Simos?
Well, it's the paradox is the cat alive or dead?
Right.
Because inside the box or with the cat is a radiation capsule, which is set off by like a quantum collapse, if you like. Mm-hmm. And unless you look inside the box, you don't know if the cat is dead or alive. And in some sense, because there's a quantum entanglement going on, that could be dead or alive, but you don't know that until you look inside it. And Wigner was saying, well, what if somebody else then is in that? What if all of that is inside another box? So even if the guy looks in the box, we still don't know if the cat is alive or dead. So it's just and then what if there's an infinite regress? Then the cat is always alive, it's always dead.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much, Simon.
Originally intended to critique the Copenhagen interpretation's absurd implication that physical states do not exist until observed. That's exactly how it is. Now, if you were the scientist supervising the experiment and you approached the sealed box with a positive outlook, what would you find upon opening it?
We don't know, but Jasper wants to know if he could kick it.
Well, it'd be a dead cat, of course, because, you know, like, there is a universe still inside that box, so things can't
An alive cat.
yeah, the
because you
quantum
approach.
state can't remain inside a box, just the same as it can't remain inside your head, which is why consciousness is not a quantum state.
Ed says, what? I'm glad you're having a good time, Ed, because that's what it's all about here. We're going to say that a lot because...
He found the exact right word to say for what we are thinking constantly.
And Nerdy says, an Aristotelian Schrodinger's cat expanding forever, powered by dark matter. Sounds like one of your videos.
If you say so, Nerdy.
And make sure you check out Nerdy Rodent's channel. Good stuff over there. Nerdy, your channel rocks. You make great content, great information over there. If you don't know about it, everybody go check out Nerdy Rodent's channel.
With a positive attitude, and your positive attitude guaranteed that cat was going to come out alive. If your disposition was negative, you would guarantee that cat would come out dead. But that's...
Aha.
No.
So it's thank you, Brainless. There's a link for Nerdy Rodent's channel. Again, thank you very much, Brainless. So there you go. You can manifest whether the cat is dead or alive if you want it to be dead or alive. So there comes in there you go. It can't be both because you have to pick one or the other in your manifestation of your own reality. But that also goes back to his argument before where he said, but it also depends on how many people are manifesting for the cat to be alive or dead, as well as to what the results will be when you look in the box.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, but with that, like, unless you're surrounded by evil people, the cat would never be dead.
Here we go.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's an infinite number of if it's an infinite regress, then there's the same number of evil people as there are in the whole infinity, and there's the same number of good people as the whole infinity. So you could never make it. It couldn't make up its mind. It'd
So
be very much,
that would always even out. So
very much like very much like an unplugged toaster. The toast will never be done.
Oh, just like Wayne.
Ape wants
He's
to
also
know.
like an unplugged toaster.
Wayne can't honestly believe that. Oh yeah, well, I mean, Wayne straight up told me I was slow because I was in my 50s and I hadn't manifested yet. So it.
I've still got a couple of years to go, so maybe I'm slow, maybe not. I don't know yet.
Yeah, he's looked down on what Einstein, Dillahunty, Dawkins, everybody. Nobody knows what they're talking about. Wayne's got it all figured out, and that's why we go to Wayne, because Wayne has it all figured out. So why should we waste time with all these other people and all these philosophers and all these scientists when we can go right to Wayne? I mean, it saves us a lot of time, right? Yeah, Ed, it wouldn't be the first time I ran low on string and pins on Saturday night. Yeah, and Wayne, I've got extra string tonight for Wayne, just in case. And YouTube Punk, good to see you, YouTube Punk. Hello.
Your thoughts are the only thing that matter in this experiment. But you yourself, as a supervising scientist of the Schrodinger's cat-in-the-box thought experiment, you would be inside of a laboratory. And Wigner's friend could be outside the laboratory waiting to come in. Or
hey, now that was a neat little transition. I like that, Wayne. Getting better. All right. Okay.
Also, it's the whole screen is now filled.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
He's getting a little practice. All right, good deal. Like I've been there. I'm not gonna, and you got to learn. you try to make your stuff better as you go along. And so, great job, Wayne. That was a good transition. I like that one.
The Wigner's friend could be outside the point is there's others involved. You're always going to be in a Schrodinger's box yourself.
Yeah, see, there it is. So we're stuck in what you were talking about, Simos, right?
Yeah, I hope he doesn't. I hope Wigner or Weiner or Wigner or whatever you fucking want to pronounce it as. I hope he doesn't play cricket because I'd hate to be stuck inside his box.
We've got Hillary's emails stopping through as well. Good to see you. Hello.
Hello, Hillary.
All the best folks stopping through this evening. Great to see everybody. Wayne is I just love listening to Wayne. I do, and it's even better now that he's getting a little better with his graphics. So.
Yeah.
But ultimately though, he's stuck too because he's claiming to know it all. But if he's stuck in a box too, then he doesn't know what's in his box or what is in everybody else's box. Right.
That's right. He doesn't know if the cat's dead or alive either. You're absolutely right, Dave. I think you've sussed it. I think you and Neil Sedaka have a lot in common because he's saying, "Ooh, I feel laughter in the Wayne."
Walking hand in hand with the one you love.
You know them all, don't you, Dave? Oh, dear.
No.
We got, and Michael. Good to see you too, Michael. Everybody's stopping through this evening. Good to see you.
You've just got yourself and the cat inside the box. So I teach that there is no measurement problem. The universe is governed not by stochastic quantum probabilities, but by expectations. So if we replace probabilistic wave function collapse with expectation-driven actualization, then we can easily infer that manifesting does work.
There it is.
Easily.
Throw everything out the window. It's just, you just got to manifest. And if it doesn't happen, you're not manifesting enough, or other people don't like what you're trying to manifest. So the idea being, Wayne has said, if you're at a football game or whatever event, you're picking teams, and one side is on the, in the stands, usually on the one side, and the fans are on the stands on the other side. And if there's an equal amount, the game should be a tie. Because, say, 50,000 people, 25,000 people, and 25,000 people are both manifesting a win, and for the other one to lose. So if they're all doing it, that's how you get a tie game. I don't like tie games, but when they have tie games, it's the crowd's fault. It's not the team's fault. So quit blaming the team. It wasn't the kicker's fault. It was your fault.
You're manifesting the outcome of the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment.
See?
You're using magic to get the outcome of the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment.
And there it is. You're using magic. By the way, Wayne has magic videos too. So more to come. Magic. I love magic. And Wayne says magic is real. And I think that would have saved me a lot of time in learning how to do the little card tricks and the little, little secrets and everything. Some of the little magic tricks I used to do when I was a kid. No, you just have to manifest it, and it would make things a lot easier. I'm thinking, if I could just manifest that my grass was mowed, and I could just manifest dinner was ready. I mean, I really like the idea. Does anybody not like the idea? Sounds good to me.
Idea.
Yeah. Just manifest yourself a foot massage. And oh man, let me tell you what, tilling the garden, I messed up my knee. Did I tell you I messed up my knee? I messed up my knee. It's all puffy. Running the tiller in my garden. I told myself, it's a nice day. Why don't you get the shovel out and turn the garden over and get, And then I was like, you bought a tiller, Dave. So Dave told himself to get the tiller out. But I guess when I was working it, I guess I was bracing myself. You got to brace yourself when you're working a tiller, right? And I think I braced a little bit too much because my knee hurts. And you know what? Getting old sucks. It really does. I never had this problem before. Wayne, I blame you. You're manifesting my knee being all puffy, and it's starting to bug me. If you could lay off a little bit, or whoever's got the voodoo doll that's sticking a pin in my knee. Okay, I got it. All right, whatever I did, I'm sorry. Pull the pin out, would you? My knee hurts, and it's starting to annoy me. All right. Everybody feels sorry for me now, okay?
Yeah.
So, especially in scenarios with repeated observational reinforcement, while no observer is truly alone, the principle holds in simplified thought experiments. Now, observe the hidden variable embedded in the Schrodinger's cat paradox.
What?
The cat.
There's a hidden variable.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Cat is alive. The scientist is joyful. But now you have both a joyful scientist and a living cat inside the laboratory. They're inside a box.
You didn't get anywhere, Wayne.
I don't know. What's the hidden variable, though? I still don't know what that is.
I guess I don't know. Somehow the being in the laboratory is different than being in the box, although you're still in a box. So I didn't understand the difference.
Well, one has less room, presumably. There's a bit more space in the laboratory.
Yeah, you need room for your Jacob's ladder to be going off in the background and everything, right?
Jacob's ladder. Oh, I love it. Yeah, and also you got to get Wigner's mate in at some point. So honestly.
By the way, Jacob's ladder is the sparks where it goes bzz, bzz.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a place in Bristol, or Bath.
They're inside another Schrodinger's box.
Yeah, so we figured that out.
Someone opens that. Let's find out. So, in a mental universe, expectation.
Now, wait a minute, Wayne, you left me hanging again. Yeah, I don't think he knows how to end a sentence. I hope his book isn't like this because.
I think it is. I very much think it is.
He's on something, and it's like he's going to explain some, and then he just says, "Oh, wait a minute," and he moves to the next thing.
Yeah,
and it's like, "Oh, Wayne, you left me hanging again, Wayne." I hope he comes back to it. I don't think he will. I don't.
Discovers outcome. If in the adjacent room there are 3 pessimistic scientists, all of whom expect to observe a dead cat and a morose colleague, then their collective observation retroactively collapses the past.
Yeah,
see?
The thing is the past, though. Come on.
See, that's where I get messed up, right? Because if he's talking about manifesting the past by what people are doing now, then that all has to be predetermined somehow. Because otherwise, if one more person roots for the other team at the sporting event, they're going to win or lose, right?
Right.
Because according to Wayne, it's a majority manifestation. So that's what he's saying. If more people are just, don't like cats and just won't expect it to be dead in the box, then that should happen every single time. But then that goes against the whole idea of you can't know if it's alive or dead. At the same time. So how can it change in anything, right? It would have to be all determined, right?
I mean, I wouldn't even want to actually start thinking too hard about this. But if I think very superficially about this, I think he's probably. Well, I mean, the thing is, if everything happens simultaneously, it doesn't fucking matter. Nothing fucking matters. That's it. That's the problem. Nothing matters because it happens all simultaneously. So before you've remembered it, you've forgotten it. Before you've forgotten it, you've remembered it again, and vice versa. And that just goes on ad infinitum, and it doesn't matter anyway, because here we are at the last, like, memory, whatever that is. Whoever last memory has, whoever it is that has the last memory, and it's whatever they decide. So it doesn't matter anyway, because I don't know who has the last memory, and neither does he. Presumably, he thinks his toaster has the last memory. I don't know. And
that's what I'm wondering is, what about the next memory? Does that totally mess everything up? And then, so there can't be any past or other timeline if it's always going to change just because more people change their mind to manifest something different in the next moment. So I don't know what.
It seems a little contradictory, to say the least. And if he's figured it out, how come? How has he figured it out? Surely it's not him that's opening the box. It's the person that opened his box that figured it out.
Well, Michael doesn't think they've had enough to drink, and Nerdy said they've had enough to drink and they don't understand. And
need more alcohol.
Ed says there must be more needed. And Michael, wasn't that we were singing something. I think it was
exactly. He put
singing in the Wayne.
I forget. Yeah, singing in the Wayne. That's it. I forgot to remember to forget. Yeah, that's another one.
I haven't got time for the Wayne.
Yeah.
What else do we got? There's no Wayne. Blind melon. Yeah, there would be no Wayne. I'm sure there's got to be plenty of them. Good to see a native atheist.
Now the cat is dead. The scientist is sad. The narrative has shifted to conform with dominant expectation. I could stop there, but that would be disingenuous. The Schrodinger's cat scenario.
Disingenuous?
Disingenuous. Yeah.
He's a little disingenuous.
It is. Yeah. I mean, this level of genius. I remember Prince. Wrote about this guy. He wrote Purple Wayne.
Purple Wayne. Oh, see, yeah. Purple Wayne. And hello, Jester. Good to see you. I'll get my wife in it. Get my wife in here all swooning and everything. Here's some Prince. That's her guy right there. and a lot of folks. And, talented guy. I mean, definitely was a talented guy, and he went too soon.
It's not a closed loop. It must iterate endlessly. It must go forever, at least as long as there's people around to discuss it and have opinions or observers, and the observers can.
Well, what happens when this observer has an opinion that you got your goofy graphics back up on the screen? How come it's not manifesting into correction, Wayne? Everybody, we need to manifest, all right? We need to hope that Wayne sizes his graphic to image a little bit better instead of 90% of his face there. Because I've been really, really, really trying. I've been concentrating on that screen saying, resize. And it ain't resizing.
Yeah. And you have it in a box. So I don't know what more you could have done.
Yeah, and I've rewatched it. I edited it. I put it in here, and so okay. No luck. So I'm starting to doubt the manifestation, Wayne, or you're fighting me. And you're saying, no, I like it like this.
Be everything and all. which is another story. But for this, let's just say, imagine that the Schrodinger's cat in the box thought experiment takes 1,000 years to complete. Now, you could retroactively think about that in reverse and apply that to evolution. And that's how you get your teleological evolution.
I just don't think it's. I mean, that is.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like, people say there's truth bombs, right? That's what some people say. But I think Wayne drops keep falling on your head.
I'm running low on string.
That last one didn't make any sense to me at all.
No. But you know what?
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
I'm not sure I do. I'm not sure anymore. I'm seriously reconsidering some of my life choices.
Let's extend the narrative. The 4 scientists and the dead cat return to their homes, but their families, who all expected the experiment to yield a joyful outcome, begin subtly altering the shared narrative. If
That's returning home.
It was the family's fault.
Yeah,
the family messed up the experiment.
Well, I tell you, Schrodinger's family was messed up, so that's fair.
What you expect with a guy that puts cats in boxes with radioactive shit to see if they die?
Yeah.
Well, everybody needs a hobby, I guess.
There you go.
I mean, you got people tying people to trolley tracks and asking you which one would you allow it to run over. You know, some folks, you know, it's what they do.
I would just kill the person asking me that and take everybody.
Problem solved, right?
Yeah,
I like that, Brainless. You cut right through it all. I like that. You know, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I always say just derail it, but you know.
Yeah, but then there's people in the train that would get hurt.
Well, everybody for themselves. I'm just clearing a path.
Yeah. No worse.
Well, at least you're giving everybody a fair chance.
Yeah, at some point you got to toughen up, you know.
Optimism outweighs the original collapse. The observers revert. The memory reconfigures. The cat lives again. The scientist smiles. But does it end there? No, it continues. If you're capable of following this logic, you are prepared to apply it to the totality.
Am I capable of following your logic, Wayne? No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
He's talking about logic, but why?
He's using the word
he's
logic.
He's talking about logic, but there is no logic in what he says.
Yeah, he's using the word logic, but I don't think it applies.
Yeah.
Very much like, I mean, he's as bad as Schrodinger, who's locking cats in these boxes, or Frank Jackson, who locked his Mary in a room, apparently. Let her out eventually, but, you know.
Wayne, no logic. I'm trying to follow you, but you lost me a couple of times. And in fact, I think you did it intentionally because it was like you were in mid-sentence about to drop this big knowledge bomb, and then you just went to something else. I'm going to put the blame on you, Wayne. Next time you tell me I'm slow because I haven't manifested and I'm in my 50s, because I'm listening intently and you're losing me or you're changing the subject, and I'm this close, Wayne, this close. I'm trying. I'm manifesting as much as I can, but I think you're holding out on some vital information, and I'm waiting for it to come out that, you know, you've given us like the prelims and everything, but then you're going to want 99.95 for the extra words in the rest of the sentence.
perceived reality. Let us now pivot to teleological evolution, what some would rather dismiss as creationism.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
What?
I'm bringing up that stupid shit.
I'm triggered. Funny we had an expert on creationism here.
Teleological. All right. Teleological evolution. What is teleological evolution, Simon?
Oh, that's what God did. Teleological means that He's purposely designed.
Okay, so God did it. ID, intelligent design.
Yeah, ID.
Okay. Here we go. We covered the cat, and now we're going to cover creationism. All right. All right, I'm ready. All right, here we go.
Charles Darwin was wrong.
Yep, Charles Darwin. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
You win a prize.
You know, I'm almost 60 years old, Wayne. It's getting hard and harder, and my finger clicks a little bit too. I got a little tendonitis or something in it, and it's getting harder for me to click so fast to stop the video. Okay.
Yeah.
Darwin was wrong. All right. You know what? I've heard it repeated a lot of times, and I will repeat it again. I don't care what Darwin said anymore. I really don't. Okay. And it doesn't matter. He did. In case you didn't hear.
He did.
And he been dead for a long time.
Yeah,
And generations of scientists have come and gone now. And we've got all new understanding of genetics and everything. And you can throw all that out and just say, oh, your jokes about Darwin or whatever. And it doesn't matter, because modern genetics and everything doesn't really care about Darwin either, because Darwin didn't know anything about genetics.
Yeah.
So there. Have we settled that? Don't care what Darwin said. Doesn't matter anymore.
No.
Because people would have rediscovered it. Yeah, it would have been, if not since Darwin, in that span of time, with the studies into genetics and everything else, it would have came about anyways. So,
although
you still got it.
Just to say that Darwin did suggest or say that there must be a mechanism how these traits are passed on, but he didn't know what it was.
Yep.
No,
but he did say that there must be a mechanism, you know.
Right. Yeah, he did. Yeah. So,
yeah,
but
he did make sure that people weren't, or make sure, but like because of him, people started looking into that shit. So, but
well, Wayne.
Yeah, he's one of the most important scientists in history.
Wayne's got a problem with Darwin, so. Oh, see, Mike heard it. There's Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
See, as soon as he said Darwin, as soon as he said Darwin, Mike's ears started burning.
Yeah, that'll be what it is. Burning like the toast he knows he's got still pushed down. Oh, my goodness. He's also, so in this particular episode, he said Wigner's the only person that's right, or Wigner, sorry for mispronouncing it.
Vinegar.
Wayne. He said Einstein's wrong. Einstein. Sorry, Einstein. He said Darwin's wrong, obviously. And I'm guessing all atheists, because he's saying that the universe has a purpose for which it's been designed for. So seems strange that all of this happens simultaneously still. I still haven't worked out how that works out, but because he uses, like, he helps himself to language. He helps himself to tense language, right? So that's language like was, which is, a tense, past tense. Will, is, now, you know what I mean? He helps himself to all of this language without actually realizing that he's saying things happened in the past, things will happen in the future. So that it's amazing, and he thinks it all happened simultaneously. You would have thought he would at least be clear enough in his sort of, I don't know, his declarations to have tried to expunge himself or to get rid of the language that he uses, which is so heavily tensed, at least anyway. So
I gotta know.
Darwin was wrong. You mean Darwin is wrong?
I gotta know.
Surely.
Have you ever seen the Wayne coming down on a sunny day?
Yeah.
See, I knew his ears would start burning.
Well, I was stuck in a box and nobody observed me for like until just now.
Oh gosh!
Okay.
I had a note. I didn't check my note. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The timer didn't go off, and
one of you could have stopped over and drilled a few holes in that box.
my dog ate my homework.
Well, if you are out of that box,
I'm out of the box. Cat's out of the box.
I'm actually
Speed's out of the box.
getting quite tired, so I'm gonna skip
Brainless, you're
It's
not dismissed.
not because I don't like you. It's not because I don't like you. Trust me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's just you're in a different box. That's all, Mike.
Hey, I'm only going to be here for a little while, Brainless, so you're not dismissed.
My
brother is visiting, so.
Yeah,
Brainless,
I already fell asleep earlier. So.
Okay.
You have a good evening, Brainless, and thanks again.
Yeah.
Hold on before you go, Brainless.
Let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies fill the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among the shadows, the wild spirits sing.
There you go.
Well, thank you and good night.
Good evening,
And
Brainless.
before you go, like David Coverdale sang, crying in the Wayne.
Yeah. Your flashing lights gave me a seizure.
You got to make a whole list of all those Wayne jokes.
And here comes the Wayne again, falling on my head like a memory.
Good night, assholes.
Bye bye.
Good night.
I guess Wayne the Brainless is just rusted from the Wayne.
So, did he just explain evolution by saying it's retroactively observed, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Infinitely.
Okay,
And
I gotta go.
that proves it's teleological.
Hey guys, my brother's visiting, but they're out right now, and they're going to be back. And when they come back, I got to leave. So,
All right. Well, here we go. Take a listen then before you gotta go.
okay.
Teleological evolution is Aristotle, and it is correct. Question: what do you collapse into reality when you observe Schrodinger's box?
What?
You're not married.
What do you collapse into reality when you observe the box? Well, we've already determined you can't know. So I don't know what you can do if you don't know, if you haven't opened the box yet.
What box do I have to open to see the other half of his face?
You know, he did better on his graphics earlier, and then I don't know, he likes this picture and he hasn't learned to size it or something.
How can you do something like this and not say, maybe I shouldn't release this like this? Maybe I should.
He's learning, Mike. He's learning.
Oh,
But,
okay.
you know what? We don't want to give him too hard a time. It's entertaining, but like I said, you know, a lot of us were there when we first started making some videos, and you got to learn as you go. So we're here to help as well. This isn't, like we said, we don't make things personal here at Saturday Night at the Atheist unless you really deserve it.
It's not personal, but didn't he say he was married?
Pretty sure.
Did anybody do a wellness check on Mrs.? Because this guy is batshit crazy. I mean, this is the guy. Okay, you go to a party, right? And somebody finds out that you're into science or something like that, and then some asshole comes and sits by you, and he's got a theory. I got a theory for you. That's Wayne, isn't it?
That's Wayne.
And
Absolutely.
For the next 4 hours, you're wishing you would drop dead, so you don't have to listen to one more minute of his theory.
I think it was Mike Shermer that said he hears from people all the time that have overturned some Einstein formula or something like that. Now he says, well, it's possible that somebody, working in their man cave overturned Einstein. It's not probable, right? Yeah, Wayne's got it all figured out in his room there. But his I don't know, his book is to scholars but not to scholars. So, and if you're not a scholar, you're not going to get it, because he doesn't think very highly of people that aren't as smart as him, like me. So I don't know who the target audience is, but he hopes to sell his book to somebody.
Yeah.
And we're going to cover he's got a thesis video too, Mike. So we'll be able to cover that too. Oh yeah.
That's where he goes into real depth. Not for scholars, but that's where he goes into depth. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys can follow the logic, I don't know. I don't know if you can follow the logic, but physicists had done experiments with cats in boxes, and they found that the only way for the manifesting thoughts to get in there and observe is if they cut holes in the box. Otherwise, the cat dies.
See, there's another dilemma. And hello, Rochelle. Rochelle says, I bet Wayne has some BO too. Nobody will sit by him. I am a little critical of not being able to use a comb, but some people just, I don't know, the bedhead is a look or something. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Rarely collapsing the state of the cat, alive or dead, but the very concept of a cat, the very concept of box, the very concept of everything in the cat, the respiratory system, the lungs, every ancestor iteration required for breathing.
Ancestor iteration. Okay. Ancestral iteration, maybe.
Did he pull a Trump?
He's been doing it a lot. He doesn't know what he wrote down.
Despite the fact he's reading it.
Yeah, he's reading it. He wrote it down. And Wayne, again, we're having a little fun with you, Wayne. But to be honest, I come across words I don't know how to pronounce, especially when I'm doing like Grassman stories and you got all these different languages, right? There's a cool little thing. It's called How to Pronounce. It's really neat. You go in there, you put your word or your phrase, even in different languages, and the little voice comes on and it tells you how to say it. It's really cool. Give it a try. I am not talking down to you. Okay. I do it myself. I see this word. I say, how the heck do you say this word? Right. It's got no vowels in it.
Yeah.
And you punch it in, and this AI voice comes on, and they have different gendered voices, and tones, and high pitch, low pitch, all the different kind of voice ranges that you can relate with as well. So, and some of them have the, if it's a different language, it has the inflection, it rolls the R's or whatever you need. It's all there. It's a great little tool.
You first had to be a plant to learn breathing.
It's funny every time.
Yeah. I thought you would have known that, being into biology, Mike.
What did he just say?
You first have to be a plant to learn breathing.
That's what I thought he said.
Oh.
Yeah. Haven't you manifested there on one of your Sunday evenings yet, Mike?
No. I'm going to, though. I'm going to get on that.
All right. Well, you have to work on your inner plant.
Okay. So the respiratory system is because you manifest.
Yeah. Oh, well, see, you missed it. You weren't here earlier. He went through the list. Okay, you have to be a plant. You have to be a plant to learn to breathe. You have to be a fish so you can learn to wiggle your butt.
Oh, so
and you have to be a crab, and you have to be a crab so that you can have opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
He said this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Would I kid you, Mike? Would I kid you, Mike?
Oh, my God.
Do you think someone like Dave could make that up?
I couldn't make that up. I
couldn't
couldn't.
make that up.
I'm not that creative, to be honest.
No. I couldn't make it up. That's for sure.
Now, my son, my older son, he is full of it. He can throw lines out. He does voices and everything, and he's full of it. He'll crack me up and everything. But yeah, I don't have that creative. My older boy got it all. He is full of it. He really is. It cracks people up.
Well, I don't think it's, I hate to cast aspersions, but I know this guy's full of it.
Depends what you're full of, right?
Right, exactly. I'm guessing it's bread. Or a bread-based product. I don't know.
It could be.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
That is a good jingle. Okay, so
then a fish to learn gills, then an animal.
Oh, gills now too. You had to be a fish to learn gills.
Learn gills. I have to learn gills before I can breathe.
Yes. Okay.
So this is
new.
COPD.
He didn't add this before.
No, I'm intrigued. Perhaps I underestimated him.
Develop lungs. All this just because you're observing a cat.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he says all this because you're observing a cat. How does he know that all of this isn't because a cat is observing you? Yeah.
What happens if I observe a leaf?
Ooh.
Well, Mike, you've been spending too much time with your little farm and your cardboard boxes in your basement when all you have to do is just manifest it. I mean,
just manifest it.
Wayne is a time saver. I mean, if we said earlier, I'm all for it. If I could manifest, the dishes are done and the lawn is mowed, whatever, right? I'm all for it. Really, I am.
Yeah, I got a whole room full with manifested toast. So
and we've got Lord Megatron here, who says, you can't prove that a toaster didn't make the universe. I will pray to a toaster until you prove me wrong. Except that toast does exist. And you know why? And we in fact, we know toast exists.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
So you missed the Michael N comment. The only theory I've ever seen, that works for putting cats in boxes is if a box is the same volume as the cat, it will find a way to sit in it.
Yeah, don't try to put the cat in the box. Let the cat get in the box.
The cat put itself in the box. Or
yeah,
the vase,
don't try to
glass.
make.
Yeah.
Don't try to make that cat do anything. That's not going to work.
Yeah, they can actually pour themselves into something. It's pretty amazing.
Rochelle, you're going to get that stuck in your head? Yeah, probably, because I'm not tired of it yet. So.
No.
I made it just for this evening, so we'll keep this special for Wayne, because I wrote it for Wayne, or I AI'd it for Wayne.
You're expecting all this buildup. And it's this buildup that is our simultaneous past and our simultaneous future. And everything's mixed together, and it's not just our thoughts, it's expectations of us all throughout eternity that form everything.
How can you have both a simultaneous past and a simultaneous future?
I don't know.
they're either all at present or they're not existing. I mean, there's no such thing as. This is what I mean. He just helps himself to the language of future and past, or a tense language, and then says there isn't one.
I'm going with dog. At least they're not observing a dog. There we go. I don't want them observing no dogs. Wayne, stay away from the dogs. You've done enough damage to the cats. Yeah, I hope everybody gets the jingle stuck in their head. I planned on having fun with it tonight, and so that's what I'm doing.
Expectation originating from the present moment recursively structure both the future and the past. You are evolving forward. Teleologically, you are learning self-awareness, empathy, and love. Those stuck in atheistic materialism merely fail to grasp this trajectory, and they fail in this lifetime. They have to be reborn and do this stuff again with a smarter mom. You're currently in
Oh dear.
You have to be born again with a smarter mom. Now, Wayne, again with the digs, Wayne. Now, first of all, my mom was a wonderful person. I wouldn't say she was smart or anything, but she was smart enough to deal with me. But, you know, this is again digging at me, Wayne, that I haven't gotten your manifestation, and now it's because my mom wasn't smart enough. I mean,
that's pretty sad. That's insulting.
Yeah, you're kind of setting me up for failure here.
I'm picking on my mom.
My mom was pretty smart. She told me never to put cats in boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a cat because my mom didn't like them. So, you know, she was one up on you, Wayne. How about that? Yeah. Oh, my. Okay, Wayne. All right. I can take the dig, Wayne. I can take it. I can.
An advanced bipedal human avatar, but you personally became God yesterday.
No, that Mike does that tomorrow, Wayne.
I do that tomorrow, yeah.
Wayne, come on. That's tomorrow, Wayne. Not yesterday, tomorrow. It's Saturday.
With hindsight in 2020. Now, let's just do a recap here. Death is safe because...
Oh, thank you, Wayne. That's what I need. This is what I've been waiting for because you lost me a couple of times.
Recap. Oh,
I was hoping you would come back to it.
Brilliant.
Okay, here it is. We're going to... Okay.
Everybody, Mike, can you start pushing in your little spits of string? Because we're going to need you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll save some.
Okay. All right, here we go, Wayne.
Because all available evidence suggests memory is external to the body and brain. All available evidence. There's no evidence that says that you're a real boy. None. Zip. None.
Okay.
You're assuming brain memory, so you're...
I'm following him.
There's no evidence you're a real boy.
Not even the length of your nose is going to prove that.
He's gone Pinocchio. He's gone full. He's gone full. Is that Disney? I think it's Disney. He's gone full Disney.
I think so.
Okay.
I just want to point out Pinocchio didn't have a smart mum, by the way.
Assuming separation, so you're assuming realness. You're assuming it. They haven't proven brain memory, so it is not science. That is not science. Death is safe because all available evidence suggests memory is external to the body and brain.
Oh, Mike.
See, Mike's even prepared.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty accurate description, Mike, of what you've been.
Yeah, I've got it. It's in here. I had it anyway.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep. Everything can be solved if you just have enough string. Stephanie, hello, Stephanie. Missing mod stopping by. Good evening, Stephanie. Yeah, we're having some laughs here with Wayne explaining putting a cat in a box, which we don't think is a good idea. So,
No, not unless the cat gets into the box by itself. You know.
You can make me small, but I think I'm going to leave this on because I think this is going to be important later.
Yeah,
because
I need something to refer to because it's quite complex. I'm too academical for this stuff.
I got mine too. I got mine on the whiteboard here. So
you see what I found? I found the beginning of it. I found the beginning of the string.
Shit.
You've answered all of reality.
I'm going to plug it in right here. Okay. Go ahead.
If your worldview floats on flimsy raft of assumption, you're welcome to embrace materialism, but know that all science offers zero empirical support for such a position.
There you go. Nothing's material. Science has no evidence that there's anything material. So, Mike, that string there, that's not material. It's only because we're manifesting it.
So the box and the cat, none of that's material. So how do we do the experiment again?
Supposedly, we're like in a dream state, is I think Wayne's idea, right? So there's nothing material. Everything's just immaterial. Everything.
Yeah.
All serious evidence points towards a block universe, instantly entangled, which renders brains redundant for memory. Brains are redundant for memory. Why would you store a license plate number you're looking at forever and ever?
Yeah, well, that's
when you eventually graduate into God consciousness, you will understand that every word in the sentence is itself conscious.
All right, here we go.
Holy shit.
Wayne must know we were just anticipating how this was going to come back to the God thing. So we're waiting. Stephanie, you're going to find the evidence for God here tonight. We're doing the Lord's work here, Stephanie.
Because of the non-brain memory requirements.
Non-brain memory requirements. I mean, that's very accurately put. If ever I were to assess this basic thing, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So anything, even inanimate, has the ability to remember because memories are not stored in brains. So anything without a brain has potential for memory. Any object has potential for memory, but not in the way that we think.
And that's because we don't have any memory, obviously, when we think.
We don't have a brain because it's not material.
Because we're not a real boy.
Yeah.
And our moms were stupid.
Well said, Mike.
Or maybe a little slow, I should say.
Okay, just connected another one.
Consciousness is built upon consciousness, which is built upon consciousness.
Uh-oh. You know what I see?
What's that?
I see a toaster.
Yeah.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
You really love that, dude. You did that with AI?
Yeah.
What platform is that? Which one is that? Would you use?
I made it and then I ran it through another program that animates it.
Okay.
So I made the image of a toaster that was smiling with toast in it. And then I took it to the animator and I said, make it kind of do a little dance and a little, smile and blush and have the toast pop up. The only thing was it did it backwards. It started with the toast up and then the toast went in. So I just played it in reverse and then the toast popped out.
You manifested in reverse, you see?
I know. The whole different timeline. You're going forward in one, reverse in the other.
That's right there. Yeah, you manifested in reverse. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I've never seen a box come from a non-box, by the way.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, where do the boxes, get freaky at?
I have seen a cat come from a box.
I've never seen toast come from a non-toaster.
I like Wayne's AI there though. It's not a very happy toaster. I would have made it happier since you can manifest into anything you want, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's looking at something.
When you reach that God level, you will still feel like you, but the source of your thoughts will be external. Like a murmuration of birds, your inner world will feel native.
A murmuration of what? Birds?
Birds. Murmuration of birds.
Birds. Okay, Wayne.
I got some birds.
I don't know what a bird's.
The toaster is looking at Wayne, thinking, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Wayne's toaster every time he comes into the kitchen. Oh, fuck! Here comes Wayne.
Oh no! Here he comes again. He's gonna manifest some shit on me.
Not this guy. Oh man, how'd I get stuck in this kitchen?
Not this guy again. I had this last box.
Oh my. Now, wait a minute. I saw a box come from a non-box when I worked in a box factory.
Well, it's a box.
I don't know. I haven't
factory,
seen
though.
this.
It's a
I haven't
factory,
seen
it's
this.
box. So
Yeah, I haven't seen
very
the
much doubt that.
supposed box factory that you speak of.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
a factory is a box. So if a box comes from it, then anyway. Just saying.
Yet it flows from a larger field. The birds dancing in the sky, they
Oh, it is birds. Okay.
Oh,
Thanks,
Yeah,
Wayne.
birds,
Thanks,
yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's birds.
That's beautiful.
think
That's
that the
beautiful.
thoughts are theirs, but the thoughts they come
Oh.
from externally, and they approach them, and they all do their dance. And when you reach their highest God level potential, you'll receive thoughts of a godly nature, and you'll still feel like you.
Okay. Does he have any weapons? That's the question that just came to my mind. Does Wayne own
Now, wait a
weapons?
minute. You can manifest as free as a bird, and you can achieve a godlike status, but then you still don't know anything. I got lost how he went from the birds to the god to you, but you haven't changed, even though you've been
Changed.
like a bunch of birds, and you've been godlike somehow.
Well, I just want to know, if I become a toaster, will I still feel like me?
Yeah.
That's where
What's it like?
that's where you
Ooh.
lost me.
What's it like to be a toaster?
But it's like you. It's like you. You just have
Hello.
to try. First, you
Hello,
have
Purple. How you doing? Good evening.
First, you have to be a plant so you can breathe.
Oh, okay.
Then you have to be a fish so you can waggle. And
You know
then
what?
you have to be.
Opposable thumbs.
This reminds me of
Crap.
that movie Altered States, remember, where he was going through all the regression and everything and stuff? Remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then
I
you
don't
have
think
to
he
be-
went far enough because I don't remember him being a plant.
Then you have to
or-
be.
or a
You have
crab.
to- You have to be some dough so you can raise. Then you have to become a knife and slice. Then pretty soon you'll be the toaster.
And when do you become garlic butter? That's what I want to know. Because you're talking about crab, you got to have some garlic butter. So when does that
Yeah.
manifest?
It's only if you live around the Mediterranean, I think.
Okay.
You have to be Greek, something like that.
You can never depersonify, though. You can never go all the way back into the all. You are the Akasha
What?
records of you in all your lifetimes. You are the preserved tablet of you in all your life.
Wait a minute.
A cabinet.
How do we preserve everything if we don't have anywhere to preserve it all? We don't have a brain. It's a universal mind connected to everybody else's manifestations. Wayne? Wayne. No, Wayne. No. I think you just big contradicted yourself, Wayne. This is like your whole thing is that there is no storage unit for all this.
Well, I mean, that's presumably you've evolved into a storage unit. I mean, of a cabinet of some sort.
Is that what the toaster wanted to become?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
missing,
let me say this quickly. Ella Fitzgerald, she put it very eloquently when she said, "Into each life, some Wayne must fall."
so missing mod says anyone with pets condone slavery, and I concur because I have 3 cats and I have been a fucking slave ever since they came in the house.
Missing mod. Have you been hanging around with G-Man again?
Hey guys, I'm sorry, but I got to get out of here. My company's back. So anyway,
Okay.
good
Okay,
to die.
Mike.
I'm so sorry to miss. I'm gonna have to watch. No, I don't know if I can. Anyway, I'll try.
we got more Wayne videos, so don't worry. We'll do another Saturday Night at the Atheist
Good.
with Wayne.
We'll do a deep dive on it.
And I like the toast video, so we'll get more mileage out of the toaster video.
And I'm gonna go work on this and get a little bit on, see if I can make some sense. Okay, thanks guys. We'll see you.
If you wouldn't mind just putting it under the microscope for us at some point.
Yeah.
So we can really pull it apart and really see where
we'll do that next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Later.
Okay. All right, Mike.
Times. You are the book of life.
Before you go. It's Missing Mod says it's true. Pets are just short a couple billion years behind us. Missing Mod, if that doesn't show an amazing misunderstanding of evolution, I know why you don't believe it now, because you have no idea what it is.
Oh, she's got the photographic evidence. With the dogs pushing the baby stroller around. And I mentioned before. Wait a minute. Where did I?
I'm just saying a billion. It's not billion. It's never been a billion. Don't think animals have existed that long.
Let's see if I.
You should talk to if you need an education, Missing Mod. Just contact Wayne here. He'll put you right on the plants at least.
I don't see it on YouTube. It might have been on Facebook. But anyway, I just speaking of, I told Missing Mod before they got dogs driving cars, and I just saw the video again. They tell the dog it's got training cues on when to turn the wheel and all that, and the dog driving a Mini around a track at about like 2 miles an hour or something, but it was driving the car. The dog was driving the car.
Yep, good. Yeah, well, I mean,
your life.
clowns can drive cars as well. It doesn't mean they're going to not crash them.
Elon's cars are supposed to drive themselves, but they don't do that. So
well, there you go.
He can't keep anything up. Hey-o.
You are a living engram, the memory crystal containing an entire sequence of your seemingly linear lives. This constant recursive collapsing means everything, not just one observer, participates in wave function reduction. All consciousnesses, entities, weighted by coherence. All consciousness contribute to all our reality. All consciousness contribute to the evolution based on what we expect to see. How many more friends would Wigner need to alter the outcome again and again and again? If new observers emerge unaware of the original experiment, do their expectations matter less? You decide. If we extend Schrodinger's cat across 1,000 years, the narrative doesn't terminate. Even when all original participants are gone, their residual expectation, the mythos, remain in circulation. The wave function never fully collapses. And what would happen if Earth blew up or something? That's another story or whatever. But
that is another story. that is a totally different story.
Yeah, it'll never end unless the Earth blows up or something. Well, see, there is... Yeah, I mean, what happens, when our solar system runs out of time, then there would be a point where you would have to know what's in the box or not know what's in the box. And you probably would not know.
by that stage, I'm guessing the cat is definitely fucking dead.
Yeah. Everything's going to be severely toasted. The way I understand, the sun's going to swell up enough to pretty much sterilize the planet. It's just going to be a hot rock. So, yeah. No more gato in a box. Poor gato. Oh, we got, let's see, what do we got here? We got You're right, Tissic something. That's hard to read.
Yeah.
How does an atheist reconcile Bible prophecy that is able to be confirmed? Isaiah, oh, not Isaiah. Prophesizing King Cyrus by name hundreds of years before he was born. All the prophecies Christ fulfilled. I don't think there's any prophecies that are worth anything in the Bible. Isaiah, we've discussed before that it's not talking about that. It's talking about the state of Israel. And the other ones for, things like, no. Here's my response to prophecies in the Bible. And I've made a video about this. Feel free to leave a comment on the video. I have an open invite to anybody that believes, whether they're holy books or non-holy books. You want to decipher Nostradamus or anything like that, and you can give me a prophecy that happens after you tell me, because there's supposed to be unfulfilled prophecies in these various books, all right? So pick one of the unfulfilled ones, give it to us, and pick one that's like in the next maybe 20 years, so, maybe I might still be around to get back with you. But yeah, try to pick one that's, in a near amount of time with a what, a where, and a when. And I'll write it down. And then on that date, at that time, and after this event, we'll get back together and I'll say, you're right. And I'll go to your church or your temple or whatever it is, and we'll all hang out together and have a good time. All right?
Can I do the same thing with my toaster guide?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. We're in luck.
We live in a dream, so things like that are, it's another story. Now apply that.
Another story. Another story.
Wayne, I hope you put these other stories into videos. I really do. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely, yeah.
It's just a dream, though. That one.
Well, I'm into that stuff too. Dream videos. Yeah, Wayne, do a dream video. I like that far out stuff. I do. By all means, do a dream video. I will absolutely cover it. That's a promise. Now you have my curiosity piqued, Wayne. I'm anticipating it now.
If you can predict the end of the Earth and let us know how that happens. I mean, like, for instance, do we suddenly pop up? Is that the afterlife? Is it like us just suddenly like getting very hot and then popping up? And
if I'm going to drop over, tomorrow or something, let me know so I can really live it up today. Like, I mean, like lots of living it up. I mean, the cops are going to get called. I'm going to live it up so much.
You're living it up, like covering yourself in butter. That kind of living it
Garlic
up,
butter for everybody. Whoa. That's right.
There you go.
Insight in reverse. Had you not once been a crab to learn opposable thumbs?
Wait. Wayne, opposable thumbs do not come from crabs. They do not, Wayne. They do not.
We're going along, all of a sudden, we're going along on a fantastic trajectory, headed towards the destruction of the Earth. And all of a sudden, we're back down with the opposable crabs.
Stephanie, you should get a clip from Wayne when he's talking about we get opposable thumbs from crabs. You might be able to use that to make fun of evolution.
For sure you will. For sure. And she's missing what about the atheist doomsday message? I can come up with one if you like.
Yeah, climate change is pretty high on the list these days.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're going along those. I was just going along as well, first of all, you're born, then you live, and then you die.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, crop failures are a real possibility, and
don't tell me about crop failure.
Then then the moo cows go next, and then everybody's hungry, and then you start looking at your neighbor like, wonder what that'd be like with some garlic butter.
and and the amazing thing is that's where America comes out on top.
We know
Everybody
how to
else
barbecue.
in the world's going to starve, but America, plenty of resources.
Trump's stashing them away in other countries right now as we speak, just in case.
The universe would not have collapsed you. The universe would have collapsed you differently. So you're not evolving into a crab because you sort of want to. It's like if you didn't evolve into a crab, the universe would it would collapse. It would say, no, we're not going to go that way because.
It's all our fault. If the universe will be mad at us if we do not
Evolve.
retroactively somehow in another timeline live as a crab. Sounds kind of like some of the God rules where it depends on how you trim your hair, whether you're going to make God mad or not.
I mean, some people on the planet are steps ahead of this guy because they've already had crabs. There is that as well.
Come and gone over and over again.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's a last day, right? I mean, that if you're going to go there, it might as well be on your last day, right? So, Wayne, let us know it's our last day, and then we're not going to care, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, this is what they would say. This is what they say about atheists, isn't it? I mean, if you're an atheist, you may as well be raping horses in the street. And that's probably what the last day is going to look like.
Yeehaw! What's Stephanie saying?
Oh my God.
Today's list of resources is a bunch of toll-free phone numbers. Most people have no idea how to take care of themselves without the grocery.
That is perfectly true. That is perfectly true.
Oh yeah, my favorite thing is when the people say killing animals is cruel. You should get your meat from the store in the white little wrap box.
Yeah, absolutely. In all seriousness, when I was a kid, Stephanie, so this would have been when was I a kid? Probably in the mid 70s. There was 3 billion people on this planet. 3 billion people.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's 9 billion people on this planet. So in my lifetime, the population has tripled, right? And is it any wonder that the majority of them? I mean, we used to rely on grocery stores back then as well, just to say, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. So I mean, we can do without like 8 billion people on this planet, no problem. If 8 billion people turned into crabs tomorrow, I don't think there'd be much of a problem. There would be a lot of crab meat, for one.
Man, we're going to need a lot of garlic butter.
We're going to need a lot of garlic butter.
We're going to have a big old cookout. We'll put them all in a big pot. Oh, yeah. The crab and put the bib on, and start cracking.
Thank you, Jester. Thank you, Jester. That's probably correct as well. I mean, to be honest, it's Mike that was, kid. I mean, Mike knew. Mike was babysat by Moses once. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
We always refer to Mike when we want to know, were you there? Because Mike was there.
Oh.
So, yeah, if Ken Ham wants to pull his "were you there" thing, yep, Mike was there, and he says you're wrong. So, I've got my sources.
You have to, because when you get to humanhood, you got to have those thumbs. And if you didn't learn those thumbs through some trial in a previous lifetime, then you get here and you'd be all fingers. And then
oh, brilliant. Not such a bad thing, by the way, fingers. I quite like fingers. I don't know if you knew this, but I was a guitar player in my working life, and without my fingers, I would be pretty pissed. I'd be shit as well. I mean, I was shit anyway, but I'd be much shitter.
Well, why would you think of fingers and not a thumb?
I never used the thumb.
Wayne, come on. I mean, where'd the fingers come from? I mean, you left that part out. You're just saying, well, you would just not have a thumb. It's like, what? Wayne, so many questions, Wayne. So many questions.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Dave, but if you think about it, gloves are very much like boxes. You put your hand in and they disappear.
Ayo.
Something to think about.
what bloody good would you be? So you have to be a crab to learn how to grab.
Yeah, I like that rhyme. You had to be a crab to learn how to grab. You had to be. I have to make a video for that next time.
I think that is the one. If you want to grab, you gotta be a crab. Yeah.
So, the one idea to understand all of spirituality is just stop assuming brain memory. If you stop just assuming, then you'll understand it all. Modern physics supports.
If you just stop assuming, you'll understand it all. Okay.
Yeah. And try. Obviously, thinking doesn't help much either. So,
not at all.
Stop thinking. Stop assuming. And there you go.
I was checking the chat. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Hillary's emails.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was reading.
If anything, I think that opposable thumbs is an argument for evolution. God didn't give thumbs to fish. That's right.
That's
But
very
then
true.
fish think they are anyways without their thumbs. Get out of here. Get out of here. Wait a minute. Get out of here.
Fish had to evolve into crabs first.
Yeah, that's why they don't got no thumbs, right?
Yeah. They had to think to themselves, I want to grasp. I want to hold something.
Yeah, fish sticks. Yeah, we had fish sticks. I don't really call them fish fingers, but
oh, there you go. That's nerdy coming in with the facts. Yeah.
And we've
never
got
heard of fish thumbs. Never heard of fish thumbs. Only ever heard of fish fingers.
We've got poor Claire with a super chat that says, Dave's mom is so stupid. She tried to manifest intelligence, and the universe sent back a return to sender notice. Ayo. Thank you very much, Claire. And you know what? And that's right. I'm not ever going to get tired of playing that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, poor Claire. Much appreciated. Always appreciate all the chat involvement. It's really great. And I see all your one-liners dropping too. And we can see them on the screen now. I forget. StreamYard does have a chat on the screen now. So I think it needs to be just a little bit bigger, but there it is. So, hey, you want to get your comments on the screen, you get them up there too.
Lovely. You know, it's just occurred to me, and, you know, I don't know whether yeah, anyway, it's just occurred to me. I think when this guy actually used to be in a band himself. He was in the Grateful Dead. And that's when they used to sing that great song, Box of Wayne. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's taken me quite a while to come up with that joke.
There's there's so many. There's it's hard to even. Let me see. What's a good comeback? Got to be something good. Or at least one I know the words to.
Kiss Me in the Wane, maybe? By Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of songs, but I don't really know them all. Let's see. Oh no. There's a long list though. If you ever want to look up, rain is a good keyword. You will get a lot of songs. But as far as the only one I know is It's Waning Men. It's Waning Men. I'm sorry, I don't do disco very good. Yeah, you think I would know the words for more of these songs, but I just don't. Oh well. I'll have to look them up another time. Next time we hit Wayne, I'll have to know some more.
Yeah.
Because I should know some more of these songs.
Still waning, still dreaming. Jimi Hendrix.
Somebody's got a song called Kiss the Wayne.
Yeah. Kiss the Wayne, of course.
Yeah. Save It for a Wainy Day.
Brilliant song.
Holy cow! This list goes on forever and ever and ever. Yeah, we could do a lot of them if I actually knew them.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, I tried to find some, but no luck.
It's
Anyway,
idealism.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Dualism. I think he's going to talk about dualism now. That'll be fucking strange.
Hey, John, good to see you stopping by. Hope you had a good one.
Modern physics does not support materialism. You can't just pinch yourself and deem yourself a real boy. Or get a sign note from your mom and say, oh, he's a real boy. No, you're living inside what amounts to a dream.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, see, everything's just a dream. There is nothing material. So if you pinch yourself and it hurts, no, it doesn't. It just doesn't.
Or it both hurts and doesn't hurt, presumably.
Yeah, until you open the box.
Mm.
Yeah. Or the toaster pops up. Because sometimes the toaster pops up. And you know what the great thing about toasters is?
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
We love toast.
Somebody does. I know that.
So this discourse is based on the block universe, instantaneous entanglement, Schrodinger's cat, and Wigner's friend. Those are the 4 topics to understand if you want to understand the science of God that's talked about in this video.
Wait a minute. That was the science for God? Was the cat thing?
Oh, maybe you should play that again, because that could be important. Cough.
How the heck? Wayne, you know, we got about a half hour left of Saturday Night at the Atheist.
Yeah, well, okay. I tried to manifest once. But it turns out I prefer women.
And poor Claire has also been a member for a month. And we're starting to get members for time periods now. That's pretty sweet. And to all you members out there, and for everybody dropping memberships, you know what?
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the sky, to the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
That's what I have to say. You rock. Bigfoot says it as well, so you know it's true. Bigfoot wouldn't lead you astray. These pastors and everybody asking you for money and all this stuff, and they don't care about you. You know, does Bigfoot ask anything of you? Has Bigfoot ever asked anything of you? No, Bigfoot has not asked anything of you.
No, that is very true. That is very, very true.
Once again, it is Block Universe, Instantaneous Entanglement, which is spooky action at a distance, Schrodinger's cat, and Wigner's friend. Stop assuming brain memory and the doors to every major spiritual tradition swing wide open.
Well, Wigner's got to have a friend.
Wigner. Just Wigner. It's like when I was like 13 or 14, no, less than that. I think I was about 9 actually, and I picked a record out of my mum's collection. And my mum was very smart. And I said, I don't like Wagner. And she said, no. You see, you're an idiot, son, she said to me. That's Wagner.
Is that Blue Kentucky Rain? That sounds familiar. And we got Smoky Mountain Rain as well.
Both of those good rain songs.
Yeah, I know a song that goes something like Blue Kentucky, Take Me Home, something like that.
I thought it was Kentucky Wayne is one of them. Isn't that right? Let me have a look. I'll check it out. Kentucky Wayne and...
Yeah, here comes the Wayne again. Yeah, that's it. I know your rhythmics.
Oh, Elvis Presley, Kentucky Wayne. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was there somewhere. And the other is Creedence Clearwater, is it? No, maybe not. Oh, no, there you go. I see it. Smoky Mountain Wayne by Ronnie... I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Ronnie Millsap.
Well, Slipknot's got one, and all I can assume is it's something like, if Wayne is what you want.
Get in the box. Get in the box.
Get in the box.
Great song. Great fucking song. Yeah, Slash, he debunked this guy. He actually debunked this guy because he wrote a song called November Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Wainy days and Mondays always get me down.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I fucking love Karen Carpenter. Yeah.
That one I know. Thank you, Tilting Windmill. That one I know.
You evolved into God because teleological progression is not only observable, but self-evident.
When did I evolve into God, Wayne? That's what you left me hanging on that earlier. And I thought you were going to come back to it. And then you just said it matter-of-factly, and you're going to skip over it again?
Can you just go back and let me just hear the exact phrase that he used there?
In this video.
5 seconds.
Once again, it is Block Universe, Instantaneous Entanglement, which is spooky action at a distance, Schrodinger's cat, and Wigner's friend. Stop assuming brain memory and the doors to every major spiritual tradition swing wide open.
Right.
You evolved into God because teleological progression is not only observable, but self-evident.
Progression.
Yep.
Teleological progression, right? Now, if there isn't more of a tense word than progression, I don't know what is. Again, he helps himself to this language, but he doesn't understand what it is.
Stephanie says, I like music we can chill to. Slipknot is high energy, stressed out music. It's like, sometimes I like a little thrash, I'm too old for the mosh pit, but I like to crank it up for a minute. But I have a friend of mine that says, you know, every time I think of an obscure song somewhere or whatever, I always think of you, Dave, because I never know what you're listening to. Because
yeah,
I like listening to a lot of stuff. So, yeah.
Likewise. I used to say when I was a kid, I like all music except opera. But it turns out I quite like some opera as well.
Yeah, some, and you know, I even like some of the other genres that maybe a few songs, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything out there, because you know, I don't like to ruin another man's feast, so to speak, right? So you listen to whatever you want to listen to, but some of the genres, even that I would say I don't really like, I can name a couple artists that I can listen to. So we'll just leave it there.
What was the name of that? I'm trying to. Sorry, who was the Wayne Newton? Wayne Newton. Sorry, I was just going through my head for a moment there, and I was like, "Who's that American singer that's really fucking middle of the road?"
Wayne Newton, and of course we got Wayne's World too.
Yes, there is a bossa nova that I like very much so. Which is the one it's called? Da, 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 da.
Elevator music.
Some, yeah, maybe. But actually, Stan Getz is on it, so it's, you know, Stan Getz is an incredible jazz.
And don't forget, no pain, no Wayne.
Is that a bossa nova though?
It is the reason plants, animals, and humans exist in a mental universe. They are all learning how to master earth and air.
We're all here to learn how to master earth and air. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's a Brazilian bossa nova.
I guess I should write that down.
I've got to say it straight away. Yes, Phantom. Stan Getz, Girl from Ipanema. Just to let you know.
To
Thought it was a bossa nova.
Earth and water. That's why we're here. I'm going to write that down. Next time if somebody asks me, one of these apologists says, what is the ultimate purpose? Like one of these Darth Dawkins or something. You have to have the ultimate purpose or something behind everything or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the answer now. It's because we're here to master earth and water.
That's it.
Right. There you go, Darth, and everybody else that's asked these questions all these years to hundreds or thousands of people, and they always ask the same question. You got to have the ultimate foundational something or other. That's what it is. We're all here to manifest as a crab, or we wouldn't have thumbs. Wayne's got it figured out. And folks, now you know, because here at the Saturday Night at the Atheist, we get to the bottom of these things. And now you know, thanks to Wayne, why we have thumbs.
The future has expectations of you, breathing, grasping, and those expectations shaped your past evolution and your forms.
Okay.
God has science behind it. There is no...
Wait, what? We evolved through crabs, so there's God? Is that where we're jumping to? Wayne, now come on, you've been talking a lot here, Wayne. We've gotten through believe it or not, we've gotten through over 17 minutes of this video. I mean, that's a lot for us here at Saturday Night at the Atheist. Usually we're lucky to get 10 minutes, sometimes only less than 10. I think the one time we did like 6 minutes worth of a video or something. That's all the further we got. Wayne, we've been giving you all this time. You know, we've got, you know, there's fewer people here tonight, you know, so that there's not as much talk going on. So, you know, I'm sure that helps you a little bit. So here you go. I mean, you've got the floor, Wayne. We're letting this video run. And I don't know. I don't think we've really gotten anywhere, Wayne. I really don't think we've gotten anywhere.
No science behind materialism. There's only science that supports idealism. And
what? Science and sport? Did he just conflate those two things? Like,
I guess he just. I quit trying, seriously. I mean, he's lost me so many times. I'm just trying to listen to the words at the moment here and see how he's supposed to be recapping, and I'm not getting a recap here. I'm getting like different things, and he's leaving me hanging again. I don't see how he's recapping, and he promised a recap. Wayne, you promised a recap, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you did. You said, we're going to recap. Okay, that's what you said, man. You said you're not doing it.
the mental universe has different rules.
Don't rain on my parade. Don't rain on my parade. That's a good one.
Don't piss down my neck and tell me it's waning. Hey, John, how you doing? Christians do rituals for the purpose of communicating to a God. Yeah, I was watching a video, and one of the questions was, why do we have to pray if God knows what we're thinking anyway?
Yeah, well, there you go.
I didn't like his answer. It's because he said, because God likes us to talk to him.
Yeah. And the other thing, I can't remember who that quote comes from, but some of the rest of the quote is, and if God is everywhere, why build churches?
Yeah. And by the way, God can see what you're doing. Don't think you're fooling him by closing the blinds, locking the door. He knows what you're doing. I know you Christians are getting freaky too. Just keep it in mind. He's watching you. And then you get really creeped out that somebody's watching you all the time, you know. It gets really weird.
So mote it be. Be blessed. Blessed be.
That's the end of the video. And there's still time left at Saturday Night at the Atheists. Simos.
Yeah.
Simos.
Yeah.
We went through the whole video.
Oh, fantastic. We are good.
We made it. All right. Well, we can give a few minutes to listen to the other one then. And of course, Simos, you know, I know it's getting late for you if you want to duck off. You know, you're always, you know, on your own discretion, you know.
I'm good. I'm down another line. I can't find out who said that quote. No, though.
We've got. Well, I already looked. We gave you a sneak peek at the third video I had, because that's basically explaining Wayne's hiatus or whatever, sabbatical, whatever he wants to call it. His vacation from the YouTube was because he was writing a book. So we do like Wayne, and Wayne's got a book. It's on Amazon. So yeah, you can check Wayne's links in the description down there too. As we always put links in the description. Make sure everybody checks out the description. Everybody's links is down there for everybody's channels and for the video and for affiliates and for Bree's merch. Bree's got new merch and I think she's got another shirt coming out. You need a new t-shirt for summer. I know you do. And I think she's got a tank top too, just for summer. Make sure you go get a shirt from Bree's store. That's in the description as well. And of course, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment when we're done. All the stuff that helps out everybody, and do it on everybody else's channels. Doesn't cost you anything. And we really appreciate it. Keeps us in the algorithm. We get more views, more people stop by, and we're seeing different names. I was going to say faces, not always faces, but so to speak, new names in the chat all the time. And that means more people are seeing it show up in the algorithm. So all that helps out, and everybody can come by and have a good laugh with us when we're taking a look at Wayne. So, yeah, let's wrap things up by taking a look at the other video, and we'll technically have covered all 3 videos I have for tonight, and that may be a first for Saturday Night the Atheist as well. So join us for a few more minutes, and we'll take a look and see what Wayne has to say in this other video.
Hello, I'm Wayne Hilborn, and this is a lecture on idealism, why science only supports idealism and does not support materialism at all. So this is my lecture entitled Eternalism, Externalism, and the End of Brain Memory, the case for the external memory hypothesis. Marty McFly in the Back to the Future.
That's right. This is his hypothesis one. Okay.
This is the thesis proper now, is it?
No, this isn't the thesis one. I've got that one saved though. That's
okay.
This.
Okay.
This is he had a hypothesis and he had a thesis, and he's got a Magic is Real series. I think it's like 5 videos. Yeah, so he's got he's got a pyramid video too. Good stuff. Wayne's got good stuff. So no shortage. If I don't come across something else, we might see Wayne again next week.
Movie series was unaware that he was about to stumble into a serious physics lesson. Wait a minute, Doc, are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? So
It took a lot of manifesting out of Wayne there to say that. He's intense, I'll give him that.
he's learning that all moments in time exist forever. Let's begin with everyone's favorite accidental philosopher, Marty McFly. His DeLorean didn't just leap across time because of plutonium and Hollywood whimsy. It worked theoretically because the block universe is real. According to Einstein's proven special relativity, all moments, past, present, future, exist simultaneously in a 4-dimensional space-time loaf.
A loaf?
A loaf! Fantastic!
A loaf. Now it's a loaf?
Really, we've hit the mother load here.
Here I thought it was toast, but we've got a whole loaf. You know what? I don't have a video.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
Yeah, and when I say that, I mean we've hit the smartest mother load here.
Well, you know what? If you slice the loaf, then it becomes toast. But I didn't know where it was. I thought it was all toast. I didn't know about the whole loaf, Wayne. Is there something more to having the whole loaf? Because perhaps maybe that's my problem. A lot of us Americans, we buy pre-sliced bread. So is it the pre-sliced bread? Maybe I should have a loaf. I need to know, Wayne, because I've only got a couple. Well, not even a couple anymore. I got another year and a couple months, and I won't be in my 50s anymore. And if I'm slow in my 50s, I'm not sure what the dig's going to be on me when I'm in my 60s and I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, you'll love it. You'll love it, Dave. Don't worry. Phantom says, I loaf it when it wanes. Thank you, Phantom. Thank you, Phantom.
Thank you,
Probably
Phantom.
the best dad joke there today.
Yeah, there's a lot of great ones. Appreciate them all.
Hudson there as well. A toast to our host.
And Wayne, no bueno. Well, no bueno. Speaking of loaf, I'll be back.
Yeah.
No loafing. No loafing. Do your job. Wayne's struggling to do his job. Purple.
Yeah, I think we got a bit distracted by the word loaf. I mean, he was saying something, but nobody remembers what that was. Where everybody just jumped to loaf. Oh, fantastic! This is, to be honest, you're right.
Sliced bread, America is insane. I love how advanced you are. That wasn't a dig. You picture Europeans with the loaf of bread for some reason. I apologize. Of course, some of you may have heard of sliced bread.
Yeah, not many, obviously, especially the French. However, I will say this guy's hypothesis is the best thing since sliced bread.
There we go. I was just trying to appeal to the international audience a little bit, that because maybe you don't understand that's the only way we eat bread, unless I make bread. I do make bread sometimes, and then I have to slice it. It's usually for a pizza sub, though. So,
Yeah.
Pizza subs are delicious. As much as I like pizza, I like pizza subs almost as much. I really do. They're delicious.
In Europe, you see, we don't put as many chemicals in the bread, so they go off quite quickly. So we have to have loaves.
That's the thing. When I make bread, we got to eat it up right away. It sits there for more than a day, and it's already getting spots on it.
That's right. Yeah, unless you put the chemicals in. Yeah.
The American bread will sit there for a month and ain't got no spots on it.
Yeah. Well, no flies will come near it.
As Einstein wrote in a condolence letter to a widow of his friend Michel Besso, for us believing physicists, the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Thus, when Marty visits 1955 in the past, or 2015...
Who's that supposed to be, Marty or Einstein?
I think that's supposed to be Einstein.
It looks more like Doc. Okay.
Yeah.
He put all the words into the AI on that one.
Yeah, maybe.
Which was his future.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
1984. He isn't traveling to a ghost of a moment, but a fully real, eternally existing coordinate on the space-time block. And if those moments are permanently real, where do memories reside?
Tell us, Wayne. That's what we've been wondering.
Also, another massive fucking if at the beginning of that sentence.
Big ifs. That's what we need. A big if.
Yeah.
That's another thing we need. A big if. Things on my list. We'll get a big if.
We want a 4-sliced if. Okay.
4-sliced. All right.
Found in our gray jelly. That's like saying a library's worth of books is kept inside the delivery truck.
What?
The entire Netflix.
I don't know.
The library's in a truck now.
See, it is similar to saying something nonsensical. You're right.
Okay. Everything's in a truck, folks. Don't worry.
I don't know. This guy's obviously never heard of those portable libraries.
We call them bookmobiles.
There you go, bookmobile. Thank you.
That's American. I don't know what you call them. We call them bookmobiles.
I don't know what we call them.
And I fully support bookmobiles. They do good work. So support your local bookmobile.
Bookmobile.
Libraries in your phone.
In your phone?
Oh, in your phone.
What? It's all in my phone.
Yeah.
I just gotta
Just make sure you don't get in a car though, otherwise it'll be a book mobile.
Man, I didn't know it was all in my phone, Wayne. You could have saved me about 20 minutes of watching your video.
There you go.
I could have just looked it up on my phone.
The younger twin paradox in relativity proves the same point. The younger twin returns younger because time didn't pass for them the same way. This isn't just a time travel party trick, it's a clear demonstration that all time is equally real. The universe is static and eternal. All moments exist, and this leads us to the inevitable conclusion that memory does not need to be internal. Memory could be external, and there are mechanisms that make it so.
Wait a minute now.
I mean, he completely missed the point about the twin paradox, by the way. Just brushing over that, right?
Don't forget, believe unto the evolution.
Believe-evolution. That's why I call it believe-evolution.
Believe-evolution? There's a good one.
Entanglement is instant. But let's talk about brain memory. Brain memory is a dang redundant myth.
Tell all the neurologists out there, it's a redundant myth. I don't know how a myth is redundant. I have to think on that one. A redundant myth. Okay. Maybe I better not think on it too much.
Let's be direct. Brain-based memory is an unproven hypothesis, not a fact, not even a consistent theory, just a long-standing assumption.
Again, let all the neurologists know. Just go home. You're not actually studying brains or nervous systems or anything. It's just a loaf. Wait a minute. It's just a loaf. I'm getting better at this, folks. I'm working on it. Pointing the right way.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Purple. I did recognize that Wagner thing you said earlier, so thank you. I didn't know that, by the way. So amazing.
Sometimes the memory gets a little foggy, and you know what? Don't pick on folks for taking a minute to remember something. It's not that you don't remember; it's just you got more stuff in your brain, and it just takes another minute to find it. That's all. You're okay. You just got so much stuff in your head, you don't know where to put it all.
We feel separate. It's not useful in explaining consciousness either. If brain were so well understood, why are top neuroscientists still looking?
Still looking for what, Wayne? I think they found the brain. I just saw a guy that was holding a brain when he was talking, a real brain, and he's showing parts of it. I think they found the brain. Now, not a good idea to, cut it up while you're alive. No, don't do that. But you can look at brains. Other species too have brains, and we can look at them. I think they found brains. Now, your loaf, who knows where it went, Wayne? Sometimes, you just got to say goodbye.
Yeah, I think most of it was eaten. Uncooked.
Francis Crick, co-discoverer of DNA, spent the last decades of his life hunting for the neural correlates of consciousness. Why? Because he didn't find them. Neither.
He was looking for them. Why? Because he didn't find them.
I love it. I love that. Oh, yeah.
Wayne, I'm getting a suspicion your book reads the same way you talk.
That's great.
I might have to get Wayne's book. Oh, don't tempt me.
He couldn't find it.
Don't tempt me, folks. Maybe if you want me to read Wayne's book, we'll put it out there. Let me know if you want to read Wayne's book, and
yeah, please don't.
Maybe we might have to read Wayne's book. So seriously,
Francis Crick spent the end of his life looking for the correlates of neurochemistry or something. I don't know what he said exactly. And that's because he couldn't find it.
He was looking for it because he didn't find.
Now that reminds me. That's what I was going to say. That reminds me of the Woody Allen quote, which I always like the best, which is the universe is a very big place, especially when you lose your keys.
Yes, it is. And Regios, how you doing? Good to see you. We just had a siren go by. I hope everybody's all right. Sounded like they were moving pretty quick.
Gerald Edelman, a Nobel laureate, or Christopher Koch, or Giulio Tonini. Yes, the integrated information theory guy. They are still scrambling for models like microtubules. Stuart Hameroff. And
did I see a toaster? Wayne's putting up his toaster again.
We love toast. We love toast. We
I'm so glad Mike isn't here to hear this guy mention the name Stuart Hameroff. I really am, because like Mike would be just going, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
He might be listening in the background. So.
Well, if he is, I know what he's doing. He's going, "Oh, for fuck's sake, you stupid fucking idiot!"
Hey, Wildheart.
Hello, Wildheart.
Actually, it's about that time to be wrapping up tonight.
Well, fucking, as soon as someone mentions Stuart Hameroff,
yeah.
I'm done.
We were just gonna, let's see what it. Yeah, it's already after 8, so we were just having a little funnier joke around. Yeah, we're just gonna give another minute here, and we're gonna wrap it up, just because I'm hoping for one more good giggle for the evening, and then we're gonna wrap it up here at Saturday Night at the Atheist. But no worries. First of all, folks, what a bonus at Saturday Night at the Atheist. We got through the main video, we looked at another video, and we're looking at the third video. And if the sirens would just quit going off in the background, I'd be all right. Sorry, folks, as I've explained before, if it's nice out, the windows are open here at the captive desk, and sometimes there's a siren that goes along there, So
that's all right. Kind of goes with. I don't know whether it's on the video and they're coming to get him, or whether it's in your background.
They might be rolling down there, yeah. Wildheart, and I'm on during the week too, So stop by another time, we'll get you on, all right? John wants 10 more minutes. All right, I'll give you 10 more minutes. We'll see. All right, I got the mark set. 10 minutes and of bonus Saturday Night at the Atheist, all right?
Just for John.
Yeah, because we can't turn down John. John's another great supporter of the channel. John's always around. Appreciate you, John.
Or cortex-based topologies or emergent networks. If we knew how memory worked, these people would be writing cookbooks, not grant proposals. So let's put it plainly: the brain story.
Thank you, Wayne. They would be writing cookbooks.
Cookbooks, of course they would. What else would they be writing?
That's a great song, Tilting Windmill. They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha. How's that? I had dumb ditties. Some of my favorite memories of being a kid is playing some of the dumb ditties. And we had Dr. Demento was on the radio. Does anybody remember Dr. Demento? He would come on late at night and play all the silly little songs and stuff. Good times, good memories. And yeah, we'd walk around all day singing them, and then they're burned in my brain forever. So.
Stored memories, you'd expect us to have found the storage units by now. Instead, we're stuck in a neuroscience version of Where's Waldo, except no
Wayne, you never failed to deliver. Now we're in Where's Waldo. Where's Waldo is, you look at the picture and you find Waldo.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, Wayne. Now, all right. Might as well. We went from Pinocchio to Where's Waldo. Maybe we'll hit Bugs Bunny or something next. Who knows? You never know with me.
Who knows?
one knows what Waldo looks like. And think about the absurd.
I don't think that's Waldo. That's not Waldo, Wayne. Wayne, open a window. Little air in there, Wayne.
All I can say is,
What?
all I can say is, Wayne, he's not.
Brains you have not.
Why would your brain permanently store the license plate of a car you once saw at Taco Bell? Or the exact smell of the middle school gym socks
Yeah. Oh, Taco Bell, where I saw a car.
Taco Bell holds a dear place in my heart because my wife used to be a manager there, and I found out where she worked, and I went in and I asked her out. So I love Taco Bell. It's I must have manifested very powerfully that day because and she's been my wife for a long time since. So thank you, Taco Bell and Wayne. You must have been seriously scarfing on them tacos for the taco all you can eat or whatever they had. And, was it though the taco feast? I think it's called, the big with all the stuff in it. Yeah. Thanks, Wayne.
Quick question though, Dave. When you went to went to Taco Bell to try and meet your future wife, did you see a car? Think hard. Think back. Think very hard about this. Did you see a car?
Probably.
Wow. All right. Well, there we go. The universe was manifesting, obviously, you to be there. Not just to see cars.
No.
There you go. Did she have a car? Did she have a car?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See, that was my in. Well, my in with the ladies when I was younger was I worked at the gas station. Back when they had full serve and we wiped the windows and everything, right? And we had a garage. I get you. Yeah, we had a garage and everything.
Soap yourself up, soap your t-shirt up, and then
we were on the edge of town, right? So everybody that lived out of town, we were the last stop, and it was a very busy place. So everybody buys gas, right? A friend of mine used to ask ladies out at the grocery store because he used to say everybody buys groceries, right? So we always knew when he was going grocery shopping because he was shaving and he was putting his smell good on. And you're going to the store? He goes, yeah, I got to go get me some groceries. And you got to go where the ladies are, or the gentlemen, or whoever you're looking for.
In those days, you would find ladies in a grocery store, wouldn't you? Back in those days.
Yeah. So we didn't have all this internet dating thing and all this kind of stuff. We had to actually go places where people were. And you know what? A lot of times it didn't work. And you had to learn to say, okay, when they said, no, I'm not giving you my phone number. But sometimes you would meet a wonderful person and you would get their phone number and you would go out on a wonderful date. And someday you would get married and settle down and live a long and happy life together. So it can work, but you have to go talk to some people.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, it was waiting at phone boxes. That's what I remember from my early life dating. Like I'd give a girl my phone number and say, "Oh, phone me," and then she'd go, "Yeah, all right, I will. I'll phone you at such and such a time on such and such a day." And I'd go, "All right then," and I'd give her the phone box number because I didn't want her to phone my house, obviously, because then my parents would go, "What's she like?" "No, she sounds like a complete slut. You're not meeting her." And I go, "No, that's why I want to meet her." You know. Anyway,
we were grateful for getting the long extension cord so you could go out of the room, with it, and still be on the phone.
Yeah. We had one phone in the hallway.
Oh, when we got a second phone, that was a glorious day. We we got a phone line down in the basement because the kids, we had the basement. So that was a glorious thing to have the other phone line put in the basement. Oh man, let me tell you, right out of the Stone Age, probably about the same time we got a color TV to replace the black and white because we got the old portable. And we played video games and everything on an old black and white TV. We didn't know what the colors were or anything. We were playing black and white Atari. But we managed though. We managed.
We didn't have computer games when I was very young. But then we moved to Canada, and my dad, mid 70s, early 70s. My dad brought home this Atari, first console going, right? And I was like, oh wow! And of course we didn't just have 2 phones when we moved to Canada, like you're saying. It's just the luxury of being in North America was outrageous. Massive house, huge car. I mean, couldn't tell you how big the cars were. I slept in there for 2 weeks and didn't find all of the places I could go. But we didn't just have 2 phones, Dave. Oh no! Our kitchen. Check this out. Our kitchen had 2 toasters.
No way.
Yeah, way.
You should have manifested a long time ago.
Well, I mean, I was a very lucky child, clearly. And, I used to sit by the toaster. Sometimes I'd put both toasters on at once just to see what would happen in the universe. Yeah. Anyway.
John wants to know, why didn't you hang out the restrooms? Everybody goes. The only thing is the public restrooms. Yeah,
you get arrested, and
you get arrested.
If you hang out around the women's restroom, you get arrested. I tried that, John. I tried that. Didn't work.
Wild Heart played Pong on a Texas Instruments. Let me tell you what. My grandmother had a Pong game that was mechanical. You hit the little paddle, and the arm with the light bulb on it would dance around behind the screen. And then you had to hit the other lever just right to grab the mechanical mechanism in there and then release it again. Otherwise, it went buzz or something, and you lost the point. Yeah, I wish I could have that. I bet that thing, that's a collector's item these days. It was a mechanical Pong game. Yeah. So long ago. I did have Pong, though. And, when we got Atari, that was just, it was unbelievable. It really was. Playing these video games on your TV screen was just, it was unbelievable. It really was. It was just like, what is this? It's just, it was like magic, it really was.
Absolutely. Yeah, like TV. You can use the TV for something else other than watching adverts.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And well, computers too. I mean, when I was learning in electronics class, our teacher told us stuff like, the computers are going to run machines, they're going to take your parents' jobs, learn how to work on the computers and that kind of stuff, right? That's right. And we saw them coming into automobiles and all that stuff. So my vision of the future was, computers are going to be in everything like they are. They're in your refrigerator and your stove and everything now. But I never saw this whole thing, where it could be a social thing as well. That never entered. It was just going to be, like industrial, right?
Yeah.
It was, and so all of this, this is all bonus, that I never foresaw, and I don't think my electronics teacher foresaw it either. There was,
funnily enough,
it's going to be industrial.
Funnily enough, there were some people that predicted it in the previous century. So, Tesla, for instance, said that we're all going to have portable wireless communication devices that we can fit in our pockets.
So did Star Trek.
But, so did Star Trek, obviously. Tesla was a little before Star Trek, though, I'm just saying. This is obviously before electricity really became a thing. But he also said that we wouldn't have cars anymore, we'd all be flying. So, there you go. Can't be right all the time, can you? You know what I mean?
That I was. A lot of people are let down that we don't have the flying cars, but technically, though, I saw I think it was Cadillac has a flying car. It's only like one person, and it's basically a little cockpit with the four. I think it's got 4 rotors on it, like a giant drone, right? But it's a neat little toy, but again, it's one person, and can you really go anywhere? The FAA gets involved, all these kind of things, and you can't just be buzzing around everywhere in these things. And then again, it only holds one person, so what if you want to take the family somewhere, or even a date? well, they're out of luck. They gotta get an Uber. I'll see you there. I'm taking my flying car.
Yeah, no chance, mate. Just I'll walk. Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just think how many crashes there's going to be. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Anyway, look,
Obviously, whenever you see those things, Futurama or the Jetsons or any of the shows with all the spaceships, and what do they end up doing? They're like in traffic lines, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because obviously, you can't just buzz around everywhere. So
that's a good point. That's a good point.
All in all, though, what a fantastic evening. I had a lot of laughs. I always enjoy Saturdays when my face hurts, and my face hurts because I laughed a lot, and that's what it's all about, especially when we are covering Wayne. Wayne, you're great, and again, I hope you put out a lot more content. Long live Wayne and his content. We will be revisiting Wayne. I said Wayne's got stuff on magic. He's got something on the pyramids. He's got stuff on all kinds of good topics.
Wayne is a giver, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's a giver, Wayne.
And I say, and he's got his thesis video, and I'm sure he's going to be talking more because he's got his book out, trying to promote his book. And Wayne, I hope we helped you out. I promoted your book, and I said, you can go to Amazon, you can get Wayne's book. I said it's like $10, I think, and I'm pretty sure a Kindle version's for free. So there you go, Wayne. You get a plug out of it, the deal too. So
yeah, and I'll say this about it. If just one page is as funny as some of what he says in video, if one page is that funny, it's worth $10. So.
I put it on my list, so I will consider it. If we get some feedback on it, I will consider maybe purchasing it, and that would be fun to do as well, because I think it's going to read as well as his videos, and that should be entertaining. It really should.
I have a feeling that when he's doing his reading, he's actually just reading his handwriting. So I think when it actually gets transferred into hard text by somebody who knows what they're doing, or somebody who can read doctor's writing or something, then I think it's going to be amazing, personally. And also, I just want to finish up quickly, if I may, because we are finishing. I just want to say Monday for me, F1 show, 9 o'clock UK time, Formula One from Español, that's Spain, that's in Europe, for those of you that are not in Europe. And Barcelona, it'll be an amazing race, I'm sure, and it's looking like it's going to be a cracker. So 9 o'clock Monday for the review, and of course Thursday 10 o'clock. I'm hoping I'm going to do it this week. I forgot last week, very sorry about that. So that'll probably be something like what did I think the topic was going to be? But it's either, is the problem of evil a good one, or it might be why can't you find the problem? Why can't you find, what can't you find in the problem of divine hiddenness? What can't you find in the problem of divine hiddenness? So that's one of those two topics, probably. Could be something else, but I don't know. That's 10 o'clock Thursday, open panel. So come by. Not everybody gets in, just to put that out there. It is a selected group to some degree, because I'm usually waiting on some people to come by. And hopefully that'll be good. So sub to my channel if you're not already subbed. And thank you so much, Dave, for having me. I've really enjoyed Wayne. And to me, this really has been like a Wayne night in Georgia.
And I also wanted to mention before we go, what was the name of the book again?
Book of the Dead.
The precise tone of your grandmother's laugh.
Let me.
And if those moments are
recording system,
it's
a simulation for
The Einstein Book of the Dead?
People think.
Hello.
Yeah, he puts
I'm
it.
Lark, so I'll go off. And
Near the beginning, Dave.
this is more for like, I don't know, just smart people.
Oh, okay.
Weight of erosion.
Theory of everything. Oh my goodness.
Here. Yeah, it's right at the beginning.
Don't buy the theory of everything.
Hello, I'm Wayne Hellborn, and I haven't made a video in a while,
That's
but
terrible.
since I've been off since last year, I've written a book.
There you go.
Yeah, Book of the Dead.
Wayne Hillborn, Albert Einstein, Book of the Dead. And it's on Amazon. I looked. It's on my list. So, yep.
That isn't Einstein, by the way, and neither is it Wayne. So that picture is just completely inconsequential to the book.
And I wanted I wanted to mention a couple things before we go. First of all, Austin Sims is going to have a show tomorrow on evolution. He's been going through things and a lot of the bad arguments and all that kind of stuff. And Austin's been taking biology classes and everything as well. So he's out there learning it for real and all that. And so, he's going to have a show tomorrow. It's going to be for a couple hours. He's guessing, and he's got some things he wants to talk about. And I believe it's more bad arguments because, as you see, this is episode 9. He's got other ones. Austin does a good job taking down these arguments.
Yeah, all the evidence of believe-evolution.
The believe-evolution. And so everybody that's free tomorrow, make sure you stop by. And let me get I'm pretty sure I put the link in the description. It's in the chat here too as well. There you go. Drop by there. And I've also got in my list here somewhere. We also where did I put it? For let's see, Saturday Night at the Atheist. I thought I had it there. All right. Well, maybe not. Hold on a second. I know where I do have it. I do have it right here. Here it is. All right. And we have the new Ark Encounter protest ad.
Fantastic.
So let's run that before we go here. There's been some changes to the lineup, as we've been saying, it's subject to change. There has been some changes to the lineup. There's been a couple people that can't make it, and there's a couple people that have been added that are going to make it. So once again, the list is, not set in stone, as a lot of these things are, especially trying to get so many people together for something. But there is going to be a bunch of people there. So let's pull up the new, I didn't have it downloaded yet. Sorry. Joe just sent it to me and I hadn't got it downloaded. The link is in the description though. So again, check the description for everybody's links, including Simos, Answers in Atheism, Slim Cyborg, where you often find Brainless, and as well as everybody else down there. All links are in the description, including Wayne's featured video tonight. And here is the new ad. Oops, wrong one. There you go. Yeah, the lineup has had some alterations. Yeah, some folks can't make it for various reasons. I say vice rhinos in Canada, and they don't want any issues crossing the border, and that's all understandable. We all wish it wasn't like that, but things are the way they are right now. So of course, he's got to look out for his own best interest, and so of course. No hard feelings. We understand. Some changes to the lineup, but I say there's been additions as well, so it'll all be good. July 6th, that's Sunday, Williamstown, Kentucky. And if you can't make it and still want to support, there's ways to support. Make sure, again, you check out Joe's links over at the Kentucky Atheist. There's a way to kick in a few bucks to help cover the expenses for the event. And they're also talking about doing maybe some kind of a live stream from the event or whatever. So if you're not going to go, you might be able to still see what's going on there. I think Chris and some others may do something from the show or from the protest live and everything. So watch for that as well. Okay. And with that, thanks everybody for coming. We had a great time. Wayne's always fun to cover, and it's becoming a favorite on Saturday Night at the Atheist to review. So we're looking forward to doing it again. And, if not, no worries. We've always got plenty to find that I find stumbling around on the internet, and that I hope you enjoy. We did hit what we felt was rock bottom a couple weeks ago. So hopefully we won't have to go there again, and we can find more Wayne rather than somebody just yelling at us how stupid we are.
Yeah, I think Wayne has really helped the level of the show pop up a little bit.
Yeah, indeed. And yes, and don't forget, as always, thank you, Simos. Thank you, everybody else, for stopping through. Brainless and Mike. And Mike had company tonight. He did stop by for a minute. Scott was dealing with a migraine, so that's why he wasn't with us tonight. But hopefully everybody will be healthy and no migraines and all that kind of good stuff next week. And we'll see what we can come up with for next week at Saturday Night at the Atheist. And I hope you all can join us then. And until then, we're going to play the outro, and we're going to get out of here. Thank you, Simos. You have a good one.
Toast be with you.
Oh, you know what? Before we go, we should. We should one more time.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
We love toast. And that was worth playing one more time, definitely. And with that, I'm going to play my outro. And y'all have a good one. And don't forget, look for me during the week as well with the Night Watch. I come on the evenings and I answer some of the short videos. And I try to get through as many as possible. And sometimes I actually get through like a half a dozen or so. So, I'm making progress.
Yep. Thanks to everybody in chat. You've kept it lively. Thank you so much.
Without a sound, history speaks in tales of lore, knocking at the captive dashed door. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls. shadows in the halls, books and stories on the floor, looking